Third day of my life.
Yeah.
My life. My life.
Say I'm good.
I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds, I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. Spoke loud, I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. Boat now, so much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now. I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds, I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. I spoke loud, I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. A boat now, so much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now.
Yeah, I be smoking Havanas, drinking Dom P, thinking beyond deeper than Gandhi. While I'm on the yacht, counting G's, smoking trees. I'm out to be a billionaire, dipped in fresh gear, flicking $100 bills in the air. Bogard and Triangle, they getting money too. It's what we do. Provide for our families like the Kennedys and the Carter's crew. Like Sean and B, rhyme with D. Greatest of the all time, like Mike Tyson, Jordan, Jackson, in they prime. Y'all haters still can't take our shine, shine, shine. Like every day of my life, I stay high, floating through them smoke clouds, 3K.
I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds, I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. Spoke loud, I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. Boat now, so much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now. I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds, I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. I spoke loud, I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. A boat now, so much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now. Slow and low like the chorus, smoke a forest like a wildfire. Sip on liquors in between, feeling like a golden child. Going up on some golden suds, rolling up on some potent bud. It's a daily situation where we come from. If you really know what's up, then you would get some. But no knots do not beat the same drum. I prefer cognac, but I will take rum. I prefer IPA, but I will go bud. Anything goes in the San Jose slums. San Jose slums. This shit is better than hot. Man, this shit is well done, done. 808 kick drums make the girlies get done. This is the new drink, it's smoke anthem.
They call Bogard Scott free when they want smoke. I ain't talking about beef, I'm talking about that dope. Shipping out peas, flying elbows. No wrestling, but we off the top rope. Work fresh off the boat, packs on the plane. Then we back on the road, going state to state. Money, pussy, good weed, all I need in life. Call it blasphemous, I get stoned like Jesus Christ. As the Lord he'll vouch that we bout scratch. Who hear the noise, get my boys pushing loud packs. Getting hot till my day ends. Cheaper apes, today, Carpe Diem. Every day of my life, I get high, I get high. Every day of my life, I get high. It's beautiful. Scott, Prime. First off, I'm always in pocket. I'm more cocky than arrogant when I rock it. I'm like a funky experiment they concocted. But now I'm kamikaze in the cockpit. Pause. Fuck the game when my cock stiff. Fuck your side and your main for pillow talking. What part of the game is this? Is no code. I can't believe that it came to this. No holds barred, Bogard Scott free. I brought the block. No carbon copy, the one and only we rock. I heard the view is sick, but it's lonely at the top. Push work, steady working against the hands on the clock. I keep my head tilt, in case anybody watching. I ain't trying to get pilled. In case anybody talking, anybody gut spilt. Best believe I'm plotting, best believe blood spilt. Get body, get killed. I'm always on some fuck how you felt. Cause when you push soft, can't be soft like felt. Shining dipped in water like Phelps. Meanwhile they still crying over spilt milk. Such a shame though. One of the many reasons why me and you ain't the same, no. Go get her, I'm leaving with what I came for. No lactose, milk and shit for the San Ho. Louis.
Yeah, you know, what up though? You got Herb Gotti, Herb the Block, Herb whatever you wanna call me. What's up, Bogard? Here we go. To be the shit on the MIC, it takes more than a dope beat. But goddamn, my man, you fucking did it again. Prime one fam, banging from here.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 We make plays every day, yeah.
Woo! What's up, Playmakers? Good morning, everybody. Welcome into the Real Fantasy Playmakers. I'm one of 4 hosts this morning, maybe 5. Spencer the Guru here with y'all, a fantasy football hustler, hoping to get in the building once he, once he clears security for his flight. Man's all over, y'all. Fantasy hustler. Y'all know the man, the myth, the legend. So I got to shout him out first. But yeah, we've got a panel of savages like we always do. And so I see we got a lot of fine folks up in the chat, and we'll get y'all shouted out. But before we do, let's get this panel brought out. And so I guess we'll start off first with the man who's he's the best artist I know. I mean, shit, this dude knows it all when it comes to art and football. He's got the isms each and every week. Hell, our teams are clashing tonight. My Saints and his Texans. So we're gonna have some shit talk, but it's all good. Let's bring this man out, the Neon Peacock.
What's up, man? Hey, what's going on, Guru? Good to be here on a Saturday morning. This time we're not like light years away off in our headspace, because I know last time we were on the show, both you and I were pretty wounded. So we're prepared for the folks today. I'm ready to shout with no problem going on in my head. Pretty nice and sober this morning. Ready to not be sober later when we watch them Saints and Texans face off, but plenty of preseason pandemonium to talk about. Can't wait to get to it with the rest of the crew.
100%. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Peacock. I forgot to mention the theme of this morning's show, which is a preseason pandemonium. Gonna go over how all this preseason action's going and what we're overreacting to and what we're thinking's fugazi. So it's gonna be interesting to break all that down. And your hustlers in the security line gonna jump on when he gets through, for sure. So yeah, let's bring on our next panelist. He's a savage from the sack town, and he's repping the Niner gang. Just brought back his Hard to Start podcast last night. Need to go check that one out on the replay, since I was out in Ola again. Didn't get too wasted like last week, but yeah, still had to give me a few beers. But anyway, yeah, definitely shout out to the Hard to Start gang. They're back, and we're all back, man. Football's less than a month away. And so without further ado, one of the realest in the game, always hitting us with the isms, Guccini JD.
What it do? What's top of the morning to my guys, man? Playmakers Saturday, man. I would say I got cartoons on, but it's replay right now, man. Matter of fact, they got Zach Wilson suffered bone bruise, meniscus tear. Yeah, man, it's here, bro. For all the way until motherfucking February, dog. We got football, man. So it is what it is. I'm glad to be here, man. 100%, y'all.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And we're saving the best for last, y'all. He's the creator of this Real Fantasy Playmakers, a true savage, as we see. Let's bring him out next. Another Niner gang, big repper, and also he's always got the isms. Y'all already know it. Bogard Scott. Free. What's happening?
Yes. I am the one who's wounded this morning, Blay. I'm wounded for all y'all, because I was privileged to join the Hard to Start podcast last night. Y'all check it out. Top 12 running back episode. Shout out to Kev.
Go check that out.
It was funny because I was really on the episode like a live audience member, because I was just soaking up all the isms, bro. These brothers be breaking shit down like no other. It's awesome that I get to work with y'all now, because I started off as a fan watching this shit. Like, man, these guys, I was like, man, I got to not tell nobody about these guys, because I'm getting some good info from them. It's kind of one of those deals, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got
to be back, bro.
Yeah.
Pulling up, bro. Man, and then Spence, Peacock, bro, y'all already know, bro. Y'all welcome anytime, bro. 100%, bro.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I'll have to take you up on that sometime.
Good, bro. I swear to you, man. When Kev kicked off the show and he threw it to me, I couldn't even talk. I was choked. I was talking like a motherfucker, bro. Everything. Hella excited to be back, bro. My mom.
I got the goosebumps right now. And I know that ain't me just being wounded from last night.
Right. Let's shout out the chat here. We got David Crispy was good.
What up,
Antonio?
Birthday twin.
Birthday twin, silly white boy.
Hey, what up, Devin?
Yep, Dennis, Ignorant Thinker podcast.
I didn't even
shout out
see
to
him
Philly. The Philly girl, stand up.
Yep, Anthony in the building. Zach Wilson blew out his knee like a true MILF hunter.
And now Jimmy's coming there. Jimmy's like, listen, I know how to fuck mothers.
Yeah.
Jimmy's like, I'm a motherfucker too.
Sir Bongs a lot. Hit that bong.
Hey, shout out to Sir Bongs.
Yeah, Antonio is that this rap is dope. Shouting out the intro.
That shit
hey man, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. David Hess in the building. What's good, Hess?
What up, Hess?
Yeah, I got to meet Hess in person this past week down in NOLA.
Oh, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. Big shout out to Hess.
Hey, Hess is another one of those phenoms, bro. He's one of those cannabis phenoms out here, just all over the map, bro.
Yeah, and check this shit out. Did y'all see that arrest video of Marshawn Lynch? Yes, I did. That boy freaking plopped on the ground. They got him and get him out the car. That man would just felt like a sack of potatoes, bro.
No front tire, bro.
Yeah,
you see what he was driving, though, right?
Yeah,
that's nothing but California. That's town business right there, bro. He was in a fucking 2022 5.0.
That shit.
Hey, hold on.
Oakland shit.
He was in the 5.0. Did he have the IROX on it?
Bruh, I didn't see the video. I seen the picture of the arrest, and I seen the car with the flat tire and shit.
It was like no time.
He got a flat tire. You know he got a flat tire because them 5.0s. That's like the cheat code for swinging it, bro. The 5.0s, all you gotta do is punch the gas and turn the wheel, bro.
And that's it. And you know that motherfucking Marshawn, he stay on that yak.
Yeah,
he's a Hennessy drinker, bro.
He was fucked up, bro.
They said, Marshawn, have you been drinking and driving? He said, nah, bro, I'd spill it. You know what I mean?
He was on some other shit, probably.
He was like, nah, drinking and driving, you finna spill it, bro.
Yeah, AJ, what's up, AJ? Shout out to AJ.
What up, AJ? Hey, somebody shoot AJ the link.
Oh, he said he said he's gonna have to hop on when he's off. I'm guessing he's working right now.
I keep forgetting because I know AJ. He's free on the Saturdays, and he's like, man, I can fuck with y'all. I'm like, hell yeah, because AJ he's another one of those low key ism spitters, bro.
Right. Yeah, he got the isms. Yeah, the Guru's only like 8 hours away or less. Might have to take a road trip. Yeah, bro, come on down, man. Have to break in the NOLA.
Right.
Yeah, Mike Ortiz in the building. What's good, homies? Hit that thumbs up for the crew. Don't forget this.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm about to light a joint. If that's close enough, right? All right, so how about this? Let's get to some of this pandemonium.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, we had a lot go down last night, man. That shit was fucking wild. Just from the little bit of clips I caught from your Niners Packers game, that shit went just in itself.
Okay, let's overreact. Ready for this?
Yeah, I guess let's go with that one.
What are we doing here? Romeo Dubs. Let's overreact.
Danny Gray.
Danny Gray with Trey.
Danny Gray.
Yeah, man. I can tell y'all this. I'm gonna overreact. I will overreact to Romeo Dubs because I think he's now someone that we've got to draft at least in the 10th to 11th round range because it's one of those things now. He's starting to establish himself as somebody that's going to be a focal point there to where I just don't see. I mean, Alan Lazard, of course, is going to be featured. No denying that. But I don't see Christian Watson or Sammy Watkins just all of a sudden coming in and taking that from Dubs. I think Dubs is now probably the number 2 over there. Us really overreacting. Romeo Dubs WR1.
Yeah. That's cap. I'm going. That's cap.
Glimmer of Amari Rogers, I think, right? He had was it in the return game maybe or something like that? So maybe he might be a little more on the special teams and maybe.
Yeah, he was their return guy last year. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Maybe there's a little more stepping up and overtaking him there.
What is Romeo Dubs? What is he built like? 6'2"?
200. 6'2",
200. So he's
200.
He might if Aaron Rodgers was on psychedelics,
just messing around.
Like if Aaron Rodgers was on psychedelics and rubbing his eyes, he might be like, "Hey, is that Devontae?" And
right,
that's
yeah, for real. He probably thinks that's Devontae.
they're similar in the build. So I'm not saying that by any means by similar in skill set, but like, you know what I mean? There's 169 targets. 69, dude.
Yeah.
Hit the drop real quick. No, but he ain't up.
Yeah.
And like, Romeo, I mean, even if he's like a 80, 90 target guy, this is fantasy viable here. Even if you bump him down to like the Alan Lazard role,
the building.
Like let's see Alan Lazard's target share. Even if Romeo just had that, he's a WR3. So then maybe it is overreaction to pull him up in like WR2 range or whatnot. But Romeo Dubs should be a guy that shouldn't creep up into the double-digit rounds in your redraft, and we're gonna love that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was saying, like that WR3 to 4 range, kind of like where right now we've got like Olave, Burks, London, all those like top flight rookies going. Dubs is starting to work his way up into that conversation. I feel
definitely, I agree with that because the way that Jordan Love was forcing him the ball, he was getting it to him.
Yeah,
he was making plays
for him.
For sure.
I need Brandon Cobb to retire. That way I can feel like super confident about Dubs.
I feel like Randall Cobb, I feel affects Lazard more than anything because that's their role,
probably
you know
so.
I mean?
That's
their role.
Yeah, and Chase
inside.
Yeah, Chase had a question about Tunyon. He said, "Do we think Tunyon gets a bump this year or stays about the same?"
Well, he's starting on the pup. So
yeah.
There's that. Like maybe if you want to, with your Mr. Irrelevant pick in your drafts, go in and soup him, throw him in the IR, and maybe even soup up, deeper league plays. Maybe like DeGuaro. You know what I mean? Like if you are looking, because tight ends that ugly that will start looking certain directions like that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, we're looking for a touchdown from any of that tight ends in that offense. I'm not looking at anyone more than like a 500-yard outing for an entire season. And if Tunyon, is going to come back and have to split with a DeGuaro or whatnot, I wouldn't really want anything to do with that.
Right. Yeah, I'm with Huss on this. Either stays the same. Rodgers doesn't target the tight end like that. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah,
even when they had Jermichael Finley, it was never as fruitful as we would hope.
Yeah, even when he had fucking Hemi, bro. When he had Hemi Graham,
right? That was a big disaster. Yeah. Because he doesn't really target the tight end. He's a guy that targets his 3 receivers,
which is why I need Randall.
He's been running 3 wide sets there. Yeah.
What was that, Peacock?
I said, which is why I need Randall Cobb to retire.
Yeah, because then it could be Dubs, Watson, and Lazard. Cobb's gonna be that pest that freaking.
Well, Cobb in there. I think Cobb will be in third down packages and red zone packages because this is someone that he trusts. You know what I mean? And I don't think Randall Cobb ain't more than like just a third down specialist / red zone package guy. You know what I mean? I don't think he's affects too many of our outlook for any of those other guys.
And one of the real questions in Green Bay is, bro, does any one of their wide receivers or pass catchers go over 75 receptions, bro?
Oh, that's a good.
Any of the other guys?
I think Lazard does. I think Lazard gets 80 to 90.
Over 75 receptions.
Yeah, I think so.
What's the Aaron Rodgers completion year look like? Like, how many completions on average do you think he has?
Let's look it up.
Yeah, I was missing it.
I'm not good at thinking of completions. Let's see. He generally averages around, I'd say, like
6 completion rating. He's like around
completion rating. Completion rating for his career is 65.
Okay, and he's gonna throw the ball.
And for his the past 4 years, he's averaged per 17 games 389 total completions, 590 attempts.
Okay, so he's gonna throw about 590 on average. Let's even get a little less than that. Let's say 570, right? So 380 completions. What's that? That's over 60% for sure. So I'm just saying, like, if we're looking at it like that, 75, he could produce, a handful of 75 reception motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He produces
a handful of them.
Per game is what one of these little random stats I saw here.
What was it?
23 completions per game is what he averages in his career.
Okay, that's pretty fucking good, dude.
yeah, for real. Yeah, see, Francisco, shout out to Francisco, has a comment here. Romeo is looking good, not WR1 this year, but in 2 to 3 years, he'll be the top dog there. I can see the skill and Rodgers like him a lot. Great things said about him by coaches. Yep, and by Rodgers himself. Everyone's talking good about that kid.
And shout out to Francisco, man. You know what I'm saying? He's our resident Packers guy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He's tapped in over there.
Thank you for that.
Hell yeah. And then Albert has a question. Y'all worried about Trey Burks?
I haven't been touching him basically anywhere this year just because of the the offense that they run a little bit more, and then all the negative publicity.
I'll have you know, I've smoked fat with Treylon Burks. His it's the weed smoking we need to worry about.
doing well, Dion. Shout out to Dion.
Yeah, I don't got Burks nowhere in no dynasty league. So in redraft right now, I mean, if he slips in where he's at right now, I don't think I'll draft him where he's at right now. If he slips, yeah, I definitely take him. There's nothing
right before Debo got signed. Right before we extended him, my man's Titans, you know what I'm saying? He had been trying to send me Debo. Shout out to my man Steven, man.
Yeah, he's in the chat. He says he's in our dynasty now.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Shout out to Steven, man.
He took over.
That's our guy right there.
Yeah.
He took over somebody's team. You know, we won't have to mention, but
my lady Mariah looking good today.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Look, hey, I wore this hat for you, Steven. All right, look at this. See, okay, so I want to get your opinion on this because Steven had traded up in this particular draft, right? And so you know what I'm saying, when you trade up, you're gonna be missing a couple picks there, you know what I mean? And like, at one point, he kept trying to shoot me Debo. So to make a long story longer, we ended up settling. I sent him Treylon Burks and Jalen Tolbert because he needed some young guys, and I brought back Debo. You know what I mean? So like, and this was before he got signed. So because I bet you if he got signed, I might not be able to do this. You know what I mean? And like, but what y'all think about that? Like with the Treylon Burks news and like, or even like the Tolbert, really big on Tolbert, but like what side of that would y'all be on?
I'm really big on Tolbert, so for you throwing in the two young guys for that, I think that's probably what ended up selling the deal. I would have been like, okay, I'll take Tolbert, and then if I'm lucky, maybe Burks beats all this bad rap stuff and then it ends up finding the field and comes along a little quicker than expected. So I think that's a pretty fair. I mean, I think you made out like a bandit if you picked up Debo right in that deal, but it's a fair compensation because it's two young guys that have one already that we know is
could be a number one.
Right, he's going to be important for the offense, and then the other guy who has the potential to also do the same thing.
He's going to be a great complementary to Lamb.
Yeah. It's a gamble, though. Like when you never have the sure thing. So that's why I like your side. You're receiving Debo instead of the other way around.
Here's the thing, too, is I'm not. The way Trey, because now it's time. This is how we'll segue reaction to Trey. He's stretching that field, B.
Hey, but he wasn't shy throwing that ball downfield, is what you're saying, right? So it's not like an intermediate Debo game, but I don't know. I think they're still going to manufacture ways to get the ball into Debo Samuel's hands, whether it's in the screen game, whether it's taking a handoff, whether he's in the backfield like a running back and they run an option. I mean, they could do so many things that he's just too valuable to not try to scheme the ball into his hands.
Cap or no cap, do y'all think that we could be in danger of Debo being like a gadget guy to the point he's hard to start in fantasy, pun intended?
I don't think it'd be hard because, like I said,
I'll say Cap.
The ball in his hands, he could take it to the house, in one play.
Okay, good. Y'all making me feel better because to be honest, I thought the moment I made that trade, I'm like, damn, Steven, he got me.
Hey, you ain't gonna give a motherfucker $72 million and not get his ass the ball.
Yeah, you're right.
Dennis says Cap. Yeah, for sure.
Look at Dennis over there, man.
Dennis knows what's up. Yeah, but honestly, another overreaction about the Danny Gray, man. I know Debo and Ayuk didn't play, but man, Danny Gray looked fucking nice.
He's going in, my dog.
Is he gonna now be? I'm not gonna overreact too much, but I will say this: Danny Gray, I think, is gonna be y'all's number 3 for sure. I think he's gonna leapfrog Joanna, man, and really see like at least probably like 50, 60 catches. I would think.
I mean, it's really on just what you think the pass volume is going to be for young Trey. I mean, we got mad shootouts.
It might not be a high volume passing attack.
But see, the thing is though, the way that Danny scored. Now, when the run game get to clicking, and you got Ayuk and Debo wherever you got, and you got Kittle. you're going to have to pay attention to a lot of motherfuckers. They said that motherfucker is 6'2" with 4.33 speed, dog. He getting behind dogs and Drake on the money, and it was a wrap.
And that was a 39 too. That was a 39, and it went like he was rolling out or bootlegging. This was just a nice design play.
He just got behind the defense, bro. 4-3, bro.
Right.
Just like and I called Bogey too when it happened, right?
Yeah.
So, hey, I was so motherfucking juiced, and the cold thing is we get a motherfucking pick, and then there go Ray McLeod. He didn't got behind the defense and locked him again. I'm like, oh shit, is this what we doing this year? We got speed on the field.
Y'all, for real. That's one thing with Shanahan, man. He brings in some fast motherfuckers, man. All y'all's receivers are freaking blazing.
Jimmy G can't get those guys the ball. That's the difference.
That's what it was, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And like, we just need our line to be able to see. Even if here's one thing about Trey, his arm's so big that other quarterbacks might need for the line to give him protection and let the play develop down the field. You know what I mean? To get us, you know what I mean? He can flick it like a Patrick Mahomes or like a Josh Allen. Like he got that wrist game. You feel me? Like the wrist game is mean, bro.
Yeah, he really does. I noticed that from watching his college film. He reminded me of Mahomes and Allen with that. Just a guy that could just flick it 50 yards down the field. Doesn't really have to throw it. He can basically just like. So yeah, it's insane what he can do. It's one of those things you just got to channel it. But man, he looked freaking nice last night, man. I think that just goes to show he's been really putting in the work to where I feel like he's gonna have a lot of success.
Okay,
he might be a little inconsistent, but he's gonna have a lot of big weeks.
Y'all ready for this? Who y'all? Are we overreacting? Where are you taking Lance over Hurts in fantasy this year? Because I know Hurts is going for Lance. People love.
I don't know. I'm not gonna go that far because Hurts has AJ Brown now.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that? 6th round? What's
he's like 7th usually for Hurts.
Okay, so yeah, like I'm a fan of that. Take the QB late, maybe get like 2 guys. I know I had Hurts and Lance on my roster last year, and then I ended up just dropping Lance when he didn't get the start, and I stayed with Hurts, and it ended up working out or whatever.
You can see the future, bro. You were a year early.
I'm always a year early on this shit. I'm
always a year early, bro.
I hate when that happens in redraft.
You gotta remember not to hate that motherfucker, right? You'd be like, listen, he failed me last year, but you know what? This year, though.
yeah, you gotta have a
Josh
memory.
I was like,
Steven. Yeah, Steve, what did y'all think of Malik Willis's debut?
He looked great.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it, but Dion commented about it. But he needs to work on stepping up in the pocket and making better reads. But then again, he has never had an O-line, so I don't blame him.
Yeah. And
Tannehill needs to worry a little bit, I guess, especially since he made those comments about, all that stuff earlier once he got drafted. So I think that kind of lit a little fire under Malik. And he looked good in preseason week 1.
Do you think Malik is a guy that they'll have packages for him? Same way like Jimmy was our starter, but we'll have like the week 1, Jimmy's a starter last year. You know what I'm saying? You know who scored the first touchdown? Lance, because we brought him in on a package. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think Malik Willis gets worked in like that? Because then it's like, okay, Tanny should worry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, did his run touchdown, the way that he had to make the boy miss to get up the field. And then it showed with the deep ball as well. Then he did a bootleg and had to get it to the tight end. He called some
fullback
mismatches, bro. You're gonna have to get him in on some sub packages, bro. This year, you got to.
It depends on the coaching staff, I guess, and how they feel with Tannehill. I mean, if you look at Tannehill can run. Tannehill's probably a better precision passer. He can stay in the pocket. He can step up. He can make the downfield throw. He's a vet. I mean, Tannehill broke out after 7 years, so I think he's been playing some of the best football of his career. I know last year was a little different because the receiver situation they had there. AJ Brown was in and out of the lineup.
Still navigated them to the number 1 seed in the entire league, though.
Like one or something like up until like week 11. So I mean,
reality football, he's great. Fantasy's he was ass, but in reality purposes,
I think he'll hold the job. I'm not going to overreact and say Willis is going to take the job. And speaking of overreactions, Are we overreacting to Deshaun Watson yesterday? He said all the Chase comments and he only saw one pass, but was Watson rough yesterday? Yeah, very rough, very rough. Looked like his Deion said dog shit. Bro.
We haven't seen him in
so rusty.
2020, bro.
He looked lost out there.
Hey, he looked like he hadn't got one off in a minute.
Yeah, for real. For real. This boy looked terrible.
You know what I'm saying?
He looked mad too.
Rated right now.
He hadn't gotten any massages lately. He was he's a little too tense there, Deshaun. Deshaun's too tense there.
Fuck, 3 drives, 1 completion, 7 yards.
Yeah, he looked really bad. And they're saying now it's probably going to end up 12 games to where I'm not drafting him and then redraft. He is off my radar completely.
I'll tell you this. My buddy sent me a message last night and he was like, I'm so glad this motherfucker's not in Houston anymore. And he like sent me the stat line and then all the NFL memes like pages going. I was like, yeah, you know what? Because that could be like, everybody laughing at us right now.
But right, exactly.
Of course, it's the Browns. Of course, the Browns. They're like the moment we start to get good and maybe it's happening, we're just gonna screw it all up. Fuck Baker, bring in Watson. I know he has the case, but how else we're gonna get Watson here? And you know what? But I will say this: it is concerning because if we see him 12 games, maybe a whole year, bro, it's gonna like Watson's so rusty, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like. Yeah, he's going to be so rusty for this year. By 2023, in Dynasty, he's worth a stash for sure because by 2023, he should be back to his old self. But this year, he's not. He ain't going to do shit.
Before all the...
It's still up in the air, though, bro, about Watson, man.
They could push the suspension out, but I don't see it happening. I think that the NFL is going to try to hammer him down for something before the season.
But I seen something yesterday where I don't know how true it was, but he said he would take 8 games and $5 million suspension. Yeah. Seen that come across
he's already conceded that, so I would expect that to be the least now.
Right, exactly.
So I'm still thinking it's going to be 12 or more through the whole year. So something like that, which is what I had pegged it at the very beginning when all this shit happened.
Hey, Peacock's on record for saying the 12-game thing. You know what I mean?
I was like 12 games to a whole year, and this was like, I don't know, before he even got traded, man.
Hey, you know what sucks? Before all the allegations came out, I used to call Deshaun Watson Black Jesus because I've seen him do some Black Jesus things on the field. Like for example, I've seen him get blinded and then grant himself sight. Right where he got kicked right in the eye. Spins around and does some whole dealy. Perpetual light shines down upon Duke Johnson, and he finds him. Like I've seen him, and he's wiry as fuck. So he's always playing banged up. Like he got heart. So him being rusty, I feel like when the lights come on and it's a real game, I think it's really the mental. I think for him because I think there's too much muscle memory for him for us to be worried when he finally does get back on the field. I think he'll be all right. But it's the mental aspect, bro. He gets on there. Imagine this. Like when you're walking out onto the field, you know how many people are gonna yell like rapist, or they're gonna yell like crazy shit if they weren't already yelling other shit at him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
He's gonna have a lot of mental anguish and adversity to get through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then another thing that is gonna help Watson too, though, is the run game. 100%. He don't have to lean on like how he was in Houston.
Yeah, what was Chubb's YPC?
5.5. Hi, Chris.
He was like one of the highest percentage of stacked boxes. Now you got Watson. You got to play honest.
Yeah, that must be Kev in the heart to start. Where's my dog Hustler? Yeah, Hustler. He's gonna be on later. He's getting through the airport security right now. He's gonna be on
shout out to our man Huss. Man, this is real fly. He's getting flown out and he's getting paid to do an auction draft. You know what I mean? And it's
nice. Yeah, nice.
And it's one of the dudes in the league. But and low key, he's been one of Huss's Patreon members for a couple years. But low key, this dude, he's in the cannabis. Like, obviously, Huss is a magnet for this shit. But the dude works in the cannabis industry. Has like his concentrate brands. and he has like a restaurant where I believe they do like cannabis infused shit there. But see, so like that's just dope, man. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is getting the bag to do fantasy shit. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. And then Albert comments here, did y'all see the report that Kamara won't be suspended until 2023? I did. You know, I'm not.
It fucked my rankings up. Because when I put my RB rankings, because he was going to be at least 4-5 games.
Right.
And now with Kamara there, I will overreact because look at the 3 receivers that he has. I think he could break the 27-year-old running back curse because of the receptions. Before infamous Winston went down, he was peppering Kamara. He learned like, oh shit, I could throw at the running backs. He never learned that. And he was like, damn, he was like, Sean Payne's like, no, running backs don't just carry the ball, right?
Right.
Like, word. And
man, well, that's good news for my Dynasty number 14 in the Hustler League, the movie sports characters, because I drafted Alvin Kamara, I think, with my 3rd pick in that draft. And it was a gamble at the time. So, I think I went.
You might have got him later than that, B.
Yeah, I might have gotten him a little bit later because I think I went.
In the 3rd. You got Dalvin in the 3rd.
Oh, yeah, you're right, dude. I got like Lamar. I got Lamar Jackson.
And was it Kyler?
But dude,
Lamar and Kyler, right?
What's that?
I think you went Lamar and Kyler first.
No, I
want to say you went Lamar and Hurts.
Oh yes, I went Lamar and Hurts. Lamar and Hurts.
Nasty. Dual mobile. It's dangerous, but it's nasty.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be fun. I mean, well, now that I don't have to worry about Kamara, I think I had Melvin Gordon on the bench trying to like fill in those suspended weeks. But if that gets pushed back, then I'm set for this one. Right. At least for this year.
Man, you know what's crazy is like I'm always trying to just get the stallion. I don't give a fuck, right? And like I bet you if I would have seen that preseason game, I wouldn't have sent those trades out to JD. Because now I'm like, damn, I sent them Lance and Dylan. And I got the flex spot now that used to be strong with Dylan in there. And I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do with that spot? You know what I mean? I need someone to develop like I need Sky Moore or something to be a thing already. Because it's like, when you're strong in your flexes, that's dumb. You know what I mean? That's key right there. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I was going to say in the Dynasty, I need all my young guys to step up, especially at the running back position. I know Sweetness was after Ken Walker just recently, and I was like, get out of here, man. You try to throw me like 3 players. He's like, nah, I ain't doing that. It's like my number 1 draft pick.
Even old, bro.
And Penny just died. Or if not, he's on the verge of death. Like Penny's always finna die, bro.
Oh yeah, he's already got a freaking groin injury, man. That's a Kenneth Walker season, bro. Like Kenneth Walker, that's one. I mean, I don't know if they played their preseason game yet, but I'm gonna overreact and say Kenneth Walker is gonna be an RB2.
That's crazy already. It's KW3 time.
Yeah, it really is. Because Penny's always injured.
In the preseason, he come up gimpy.
Penny's gonna be lucky. I mean, he gets hurt in training camp, bro. Penny's gonna be lucky to play 8 games.
Hey, that's what we should call him.
Hey, you ain't bull, bruh. You ain't bull, bruh. Send me a trade, bruh.
And a sweetness in the building.
Yeah.
That's his Spooky Bogey Invitational he's talking about, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Coming for everyone.
We all in this thing.
Yeah, we all in that
14
thing,
savages.
Yeah.
This one, you know what's crazy too is Steamboat, you know what I'm saying? Steamboat was like, you just removed me like that, bro? Before I was like, I couldn't get a hold of you. I said, I couldn't get a hold of you. And he's like, well, you know what? He's like, you are a savage, bro. He's like, the show must go on. And I was like, let's see. But the moment Doc started fidangling, bro, I was like, listen, you're out, Doc. Bring back Steamboat.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Steven, one of y'all need to trade with me in the 14. I'm stuck with Danny Peso.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, because the team that drafted that team said what he said and took and waited on QB. So yeah.
He said he was going 0 QB in his super flex. And then even at one point, I was willing to grab. I was about to grab my 4th QB.
No wonder he dropped.
And I told TD, I said, hey, bro, we got this little game going on we're betting on how long it takes before you keep letting the QBs fall. I said, Davis Mills is out there. I'm going to grab him if it gets to me because I was right after him. And then he grabbed him. I was like, I win the bet. I was like, he'll grab a QB this round.
I've been waiting on Davis Mills a lot of places, and he gets taken like right before I'm about to pick him. I'm like, shit, man.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I remember you were like, you didn't want to be too much of a homer, and then Brandon Cooks and then Davis Mills. And you're like, fuck, I was gonna grab him because he had that swing around pick.
Champ of the SBI is talking right now, man. He's in the
you only need to worry about the
SBI. The champ is in here.
Oh yeah, and they got the side bet. Him and Huss have the side bet, the push-up side bet.
Yeah, hey, Kev is the reigning champ, bro.
Yeah,
hey, listen, Kev has been one of the. He's been one of the baddest motherfuckers since the origin of this league.
Y'all just for fun.
Hey, we haven't decided on when we drafting, huh?
I put up the 20th and the 26th out there. I mean, because there is a worst case scenario, and we do it the Wednesday beforehand, because that would probably force everybody's hand. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? But like the Fridays. See, Doc was the only one that can only. We had to get rid of Doc because he could only do like Saturday and Sunday at specific time in the evening, and it was like, man, didn't match up with a lot of people because everyone's doing shit on the weekends. So Fridays, you know what I mean? This one's been getting traction because I went around and talked to everyone first to see if the Fridays work before Smokey had put it up as an options. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tied. I just looked at it. The votes.
Yeah, it's a race,
bro.
It's a race. So I'll take a look and see who didn't vote yet. I'll have everybody chime in because this one, it's a fast draft. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? And fast as in like it's a minute and a half too. So that's not super fast compared to like you know what I mean? Because I figured too once we get into deeper rounds and it is full IDP. There's a handful of motherfuckers that hadn't played the IDP yet, but they're savage enough to dive right into this motherfucker. So give them a minute and a half. It seems like it's suffice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one, man.
That's
definitely. Gonna be freaking litty.
I remember, the first year I was in there, man, we was on YouTube doing the draft.
Yeah, we're gonna do a recap for sure.
So we didn't say Kev won by accident.
Draft though, I think we did.
Kev won by accident. Hold on, no.
Damn.
There's no accident about it. You want to know why? Because right after the draft, me and Kev immediately go into making a trade. Kev was the first pick overall. I was 14th. So I ended up with Rodgers and Tyreek Hill. He drafted Mahomes first overall. And then we make a deal. I end up with Mahomes. So now I have the Mahomes Tyreek stack. And he took Tannehill in return. So you know how that went for him. Bro, the dude had to do work. Oh, he had like Justin Fields. He had traded a package to Justin Fields. Like he must have made at least like 8 trades. Like he was the only one that made more trades than me in that league. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was all by design from the moment y'all trolled me.
I'm exaggerating. He made like 5 trades, but he was working, bro. That's why I was kind of mad about that. And then he came to a point, he changed his name to the Air Up There. And he was like, Bogey, I can do no wrong. I'm gonna win. He said that to me. I was like, man, fuck that.
Kevin Bacon changing the Air Up There.
He kept me out of the playoffs too.
I think he got Henry from Steve. No, who did he get from who you get from Steezy, cuzzo? He got a good trade from Steezy too last year.
He got Jonathan Taylor, or did he send Jonathan Taylor for a guap? He made some crazy moves that worked out for him.
He was working last year, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He said my boy Wilson and Justin Fields putting in work, but I'm coming for that ass. Pause. Sweet. And then Huss got to hop in for a few minutes.
Yeah. Let's go. We got weird.
Oh man,
I got a little overreaction, bro.
And AJ said he's on the waiting list for the last spot. But go ahead, JD.
Man, the boy Bailey Zappi.
Yeah. Was it New England?
Taekwon Thornton.
Yeah.
It was some nice New England pieces that look like they might be fantasy relevant. I know Bailey Zappi is gonna be fantasy relevant, but you know what I mean, as a nice little dynasty stash. I like him. He
was like the fastest receiver in the draft class. So I think they said Nelson Aguilar is looking like the odd man out. So it's looking like right now that Thornton will be the next man up. I mean, their 3 wide sets are Myers, Parker, and Bourne, but we all know how injury prone Parker is. And even Bourne's not always the most reliable, to where Thornton could see significant snaps in year 1. I probably wouldn't draft him in like regular 12-team redraft, but in like big leagues and even in the smaller leagues, like definitely monitor
32-man team leagues.
Yeah, 32-team savagery leagues like us. Yeah, he's getting drafted. He will get drafted. And no, like I took Pierre Strong in that one. You know,
I was mad than a motherfucker because I'm right after you.
Yeah, because James White had just retired when I was about to pick. So like, fucking.
Hey, that's a bitch because I'm like, hell yeah, I throw him on the queue. And then I'm like, Spencer, you're on. And he takes Pierre Strong. Like, motherfucker.
You know,
it's so hard in the 32-team league. Like, who am I?
Yeah, with 31 other savages.
On a trade right there.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a trade.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Henry Sanders and Cup for D-Hop and Elijah Mitchell.
Damn, he killed that. And you know what's crazy is look at this. The week before kickoff, I'm holding on to all the Niners that I have, right? And I cut Elijah Mitchell for some bullshit, bro. I think it was like not a bullshit, it was for Rahamador. And then right when the announcement, and this was like a week before, so he's just floating out there. They announced Trey Sermon is a healthy scratch that morning, and we're doing the first year start sit Sunday morning shit. So we cover that. We're like, oh shit, Trey Sermon's a healthy scratch. It's Raheem, but right away, Kev, he's hella smart. Bam, gets fucking Elijah Mitchell. So I'm on the show. I'm like, motherfucking Kev. You know what I mean? Because he just got it like right before my eyes. You know what I mean? And then Mitchell was useful so much that he traded him to get Cup even. This is like, it's crazy,
yeah, for
bro.
real. Yeah, Bogard gave me Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I gave him Aaron Rodgers, not Tannehill.
Mahomes, D. Williams, and Everett week one. Man, y'all wheeling and dealing in that league. Holy crap.
My bad. I gave him Rodgers. I fucked that up. You're right. I sent Tannehill to Smokey. Because look at this. Smokey had J.K. Dobbins. He dies. And it's literally 10 minutes before Thursday night kickoff to start the year, Buccaneers and the Cowboys. And he's like, hey, give me Javonte. He said, give me Javonte and Tannehill because he needed a running back that bad. He only had Tony Pasta. This is how bad it was. Damn. So he says, give me Javonte and Tannehill. And he sent me Prescott and Jamar Chase before we saw anything with Chase.
Yeah, but before we get too far down the rabbit hole here, he's made it, y'all. The Fantasy 420 Hustler. What's happening?
Yo, what up, everybody? What's going down? Man, I can't believe all you guys traded with Kev like that. You guys are fucking ridiculous.
we can't be doing all these trades.
Hold on, Kev shoots out more offers than me, bro. Kev does work. I actually try. You know what's fucked up too is man, Kev will bombard you with hella offers that you gotta like, and he won't counter none of the offers too. He'll leave it up. He'll leave your offer up and send you a new one. You know what I mean? Because then if things get dicey, he might be like, all right, the other one's still up and accept it. You know what I mean? I learned that move from him because I got with that move one time.
That's a greasy move. It's a greasy move.
Yeah, Bears even 31 the championship week. We're going to IDPs this year.
I love it because we got an already rivalry. He came in talking a gang ahead. He said it's a greasy move.
That league gonna be litty.
Hey, this motherfucker gonna be littered in a motherfucker, boy.
Big old facts.
I just realized I'm gonna make some Davis Mills t-shirts, but I'll make them like deep cut V-necks so it makes my neck look longer.
Deep cut V-necks. This is what we came to.
Oh, what?
That motherfucker could go off the shoulder, right?
Right.
Dude, I saw a quote that his mom said that.
Hey, you can put those on like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got any overreactions for us, Huss? I know we had a lot of action go down last night.
So I'm watching the condensed versions, a lot of them right now. I was out and about doing a bunch of shit yesterday. So, I mean, we know that Trey Lance, I mean, what's he going to be, like a top 5 QB, now with the overreaction? Romeo Dubs, wide receiver 1, I mean, we got a lot of overreactions.
Danny Gray, yeah. A lot of shit, man. And I tell you what, there was one that I observed with Atlanta, man. Desmond Ridder did really well, I felt like, especially as a runner. He was their lead runner. So I don't want to overreact too much here, but I think I might as far as I think Ridder gets that job sooner than later. And when he does, he's going to be a very viable super flex option because if he's running like that, even if he's rusty as a passer, I mean, his passing numbers weren't all that great 10 of 22 is pretty
John
rough.
Ritter's son.
But he had 2 tugs. He had 2 tugs and 59 on the ground. That was a pretty nice stat line.
59, dude.
Yeah, I see. 59, close enough. I mean, shit, if he can do that a lot of weeks, that's very fantasy relevant.
What about London? He's
and London hurting his knee. Everyone's now gonna jump off the London train.
Bridge was falling last night.
Yeah, for real. And that didn't shock me. I mean, he had all kind of injury problems at USC. That's why I've been saying Olave over London, because I was scared off by London's injury history.
And what was it on like the first series where he got hurt, like right away?
Yeah, like it didn't take long.
Hey, Huss, they got the ill Philly cheesesteak joint in the airport. Have you seen it?
So, well, I mean, I'm in the spirit. I mean, it depends on what airline you're in. Everything's different.
Oh yeah. That airport is big as fuck.
Yeah,
but it's like there's like a bar area, but then they have a Philly cheesesteak joint. But that joint has saved my life so many times. When you're leaving Vegas, bro, you're wounded. You know what I mean? Give me a couple of them good greasy Philly cheesesteaks, bro. And they got the ranch in the cup that you peel the top off. Fire. All right, but yeah. So
y'all, how y'all feeling about Ritter? Y'all on board with me with that? I think he's gonna start by October.
Listen, I'm with you because I hate Mariota. He sucks, bro. We've seen
He drive. He fucking dove in for a touchdown, bro. He drove him all the way down the field, and then he dove and ran it in. Everybody just wants to blow over Mariota like he says.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he looked pretty good his first series. I just feel like we know what we're getting with Mariota. I feel like with Ritter, it's one of those things like he's got untapped potential. Mariota's got no upside. Ritter's got a lot of upside.
You know what Mariota is too? Mariota, he's too safe too. As far as like, he'll just throw it away if anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think it'll depend on how they do through their first 4. If they're like 2-2 or something, they'll probably keep him. But if they're 1-3 or 0-4, they're just gonna be like, what do we have to lose? Let's see what this Ritter kid's got. They're a rebuilding mode team anyway.
Ron Ritter's son, bruh.
Right.
It's one of those things though. You bring him in too early. I mean, you don't want him to lose his confidence either. I mean, that whole team is just trash.
Just the thing is, though, like I think they're gonna want to probably put him through the woodshed or whatever because he was only a 3rd-round pick. Like it's not like they invested an early first into him. Like the Steelers with Pickett might be a little more cautious. So I think they view him as a franchise guy. Or they took Ritter in the 3rd, or like I think if things don't go well this year, next year they'll probably take one of those big dogs in the 23 class.
Yeah, Mariota like 20 mil though. Got to follow the money.
That's crazy that they paid him that much.
He got a good agent. You know what?
He must.
Somebody get his agent on the phone.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy. And Hurts will be the real deal. Be the real Deshaun Watson. Dak and Hurts going really late. And AJ said that he's going to be in the Valley September 18th.
Oh shit! Cool, man. Let's link up.
Let you know. Yeah.
Yeah, he's 21 now too, so he can hit the bar. You feel me? And he's partakes too.
Yeah.
Smoking.
You know how to do any or whatever the numbers. Sounds good.
Yeah, I was surprised. Hurts played.
There's no mountains. So I don't understand why it's the Valley.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. I was speaking of Hurts, I was surprised that he even played last night because I was just like, man, I know he's still on the young side, but I thought he had established himself enough to where he wouldn't have had to play last night. But
because me and Bogey talked about this is because this is really like week 2 of like the past. You know, like there's only 3 weeks now, and the first 2 weeks is like practice, but only got really 2 games where they're gonna get any work because they're not gonna play in the last one.
Yeah, they'll probably play like next week, and then that's it.
Yep, and then it's meaningful football. I think we're like 23 days away. I lost the math, dude.
No, you're not right.
It's close.
Yeah, we're getting there though, bro.
That's a month. That was less than a month, so it's creeping up.
Like you know what was crazy? When we were taking the kids school shopping. I was looking around like, man, it's time to start getting some sweat fits and shit because the fall's coming around.
Yeah, I know what time that is.
Get some sweat fits going, you feel me? I got the, you know what I mean? Like this is the swan song. This is the swan song season for me in this man cave Because you know what I'm saying, this time next year we're gonna be in the casita. You know what I mean?
Right. You know what the funny thing is, to show you how much Atlanta's offense is trash. Their leading receiver, Drake London, 1 catch for 24 yards. Even though the London Bridge fell down, he's still their leading receiver. Yeah, he died, and no one could pass him. Everyone else is just that shitty.
That's really bad.
For real, yeah, they spread it out a bunch. They only had one other receiver that caught 2 passes, Frank Darby, and he only caught 2 for 14. So it's just, yeah, I think Brian Edwards didn't play, and neither did Z-Man.
Yeah, does anybody know how to
Zacchaeus
pronounce
or whatever his name is.
Oh,
yeah, neither of them played.
The only standout from that, aside from the guys we already talked about, was what's his face, Ollison, I guess, because he got the bulk of the work. But
Ollison got work. Algier got work. Those are the only 2. Yeah, Damien got a little bit. But I don't think Corduroy the Pimp didn't play.
What did Alibaba Tyler Algier look like?
3 for 25.
Nice. Look at that. Do the math. You know what that is? That's like 5 point something. What's the math on that? 8.3 a carry. Hey, he's on the block in 14. Alibaba Al-Jair.
Right. And I guess let's I guess the next
real quick, guys, before you get into the next one, I'm gonna peace out. Our
okay.
Gonna be boarding here in a few minutes.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Hey, post hella shit, bro. See if they'll let you go live for the draft. I'll watch that shit for real.
Hell yeah.
Badass.
All right,
safe, man.
All right.
I'll catch you later.
Cool deal.
Nice. Yeah. Glad Huss hopped on there. Yeah, get a little.
I'm having fun overreacting, having breakfast beers. It kind of reminds me of like Saturday morning cartoons back in the days.
Right? Hell yeah, man.
Hey, whenever you on vacation or something, bro, it's okay to start whenever you want to start, bro.
Right. When I wear this hat, I feel like I'm on vacation though too. So I'm like, yeah, we going in.
I'll usually do it with like a mimosa. Those when I I'm gonna be doing it for lunch.
Hey, when we do our drafts, bro, my boy. So like for the last 2 years, one of the boys in the league, when we play, we call it the White Claw Bowl. So we bet a case of White Claws when we play, right? So for the last 2 years, I won. So when he come with the White Claws, man, I'm drinking them motherfuckers right when I wake up, bro.
Yeah. It's like water.
Yeah, dude, they're perfect on the golf course. White Claws on the golf course are like the best.
Hey, people be trying to clown all that. The only bitches fuck with that shit. Like, bruh, listen, them White Claws go hard, and if you're drinking White Claws, a lot of times you could be fucking with some bitches. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's all they have. White Claw and Truly, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like the motherfuckers that be like getting mad, they're drinking their IPAs or whatever. Like,
man,
they drink with all dudes. They're in the cock fest.
I love your
White Claws with all the ladies.
Yeah.
100%.
I can do like 6 of those and not smell like beer, like all hardcore. You know what I mean? I can kiss my old lady and she'll be like, "Oh, like she won't even know I'm buzzed."
Oh shit! Some cannabis.
Some cannabis.
Like that.
Yeah, I had one. I forgot what it was called.
White Claw sneak up on you.
Some hemp tails or some shit like that.
You get the white girl wasted drinking that shit.
I'm drinking vodka, I'm doing whatever, and then the White Claws is just like it's like a delicious chase too.
Man, you're sipping that much, you holding it and sipping it on everything.
Right?
Yeah. I fuck with them.
My sister, whenever I'm out there out in Elk Grove, my sister, they just got them stocked all day. Just that's what they fuck with.
Nice.
So I'm just turning up. They got the other ones, the True Leaves too. They fuck with
the True Leaves. Yep.
What is that? That Scott? Is that Scott? What's his name? Travis Scott? Is that his shit?
Oh, the cactus. The cactus. What's it called?
Cacti. Yeah, they had that shit too.
Oh.
They had this fucking watermelon, cucumber, whatever the fuck it was, bro. I was like, oh shit, it's going crazy. And I was drinking all of them, all the time, just trying all of them.
Man, I used to get so wasted on those because it's like straight up like tequila based or some shit, right?
It got some fucking agave or whatever.
Agave, right? That's right.
Agave, give me money. I think my Spanish blood in me, I'm just like, because tequila is the one for me. Like that's why I have fun drinking vodka on the shows, because then I'm funny when I'm a mess. You know what I mean? Tequila though.
Tito's
like,
giving money.
I'm listen, like
in a minute since I had my Tito's.
What was we fucking with? I was on the shrooms, and when I was in the Heart to Start studio, I was on the shrooms, and when it was really hitting me, he busted out the casita. What was it? The Casadores?
The Casamigos.
The Casamigos, bro. And that shit brought me right back. I was like, yes. He had like, he had like Popeye spinach for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
Yeah.
He even said, "You want me to get Tito's?" He's like, "I can get Tito's and Bud Light."
Oh my mama! I was gonna go run straight to the store for you too.
I was like, "No, bro, we're good." Yeah, I was like, "You got the Casamigos. We're straight."
Everything.
You know what I mean? The tequila's the one.
Yeah, dude, Jose Cuervo. Like I'll fuck with Jose Cuervo a lot. What else? Like any Blanco feature, Especial, Swanza, like all those different types of tequilas are smooth as.
Man, my
Crispy. Crispy says White Claws for Williams. Damn.
Yeah, hey, Crispy,
drink some crowded beer. Be a man. Man's man.
White Claws hit you like even harder.
Yeah, it has said he's a tequila and IPA dude. Yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah, we actually got some IPAs on Bourbon Street the other night.
They came out the cat talking shit. Like, what you say about IPAs, Bogey?
Right there. That's what I was
man.
on last night, though.
I drank IPAs. I drank IPAs when I was
25%. So don't get it twisted. But I diversify my bonds.
Yeah.
I like
another IPA right here that I had yesterday. This is 9% right here. That's Stone's IPA right here. 9%, doggy.
That's some big dogs.
Better be full.
Those will fuck you up
over
quick.
there. That's all Hennessy bottles over there, bro, that we done ran through on the show. But I fuck with White Claws too, though, doggy. Don't do that, bro.
Hey, as long as
Wimps. That boy said for wimps.
Hey, listen, I'll be in the White. Is the White Claw got a NASCAR yet?
Man,
they should.
They don't. I don't think they have any more alcohol cars.
That'll change the game. When White Claw has a NASCAR, it'll change the game, bro.
Yeah, they still have the Busch Light car. That's like, it's kind of lame. It's like they don't have what they used. They used to have Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, Crown, fucking Budweiser. They had all the shit.
Isn't that funny though? They're like, please don't drink and drive.
Right? Yeah. They used to have all the alcohol, the cigarettes, like all Winston cigarettes. Used to sponsor NASCAR. It was the Winston back in the day.
Now they're finna have like the Google Apps car.
Yeah, it's got all this like new age shit. Yeah, it's like what the fuck? All this like Bitcoin,
they're gonna have the SoFi car.
Like, like what the fuck? They're gonna be virtual cars. They won't be real cars no more. This shit's good. It's crazy, bro. Mike doesn't like White Claws either. He said, White Claws are terrible. You are losing viewers. That's what damn.
Bro, I look at White Claw and get a buzz. So I'm,
Antonio drinks any kind of liquor and Peroni.
Oh, I love Peroni, man. Hell yeah, that's my Vegas beer. When I'm in Vegas, I love just like chilling around, like walking around with a Peroni. That's my deal. It's nice.
I've never had one of them before.
I'm not a beer snob, so I don't know. I was about to say, what's a Peroni?
It's just like a regular light. It's a light beer.
Italian beer?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, okay. Grazie.
You can pair that with a pasta or like a pizza or whatever.
Peroni, hey, forget about it.
Hell yeah, dude. Like, I like that shit. Hey, I got something.
This guy right here, he's a good guy. He's a friend of ours. Hey, Nikki, send him a round of Peronis.
That's right.
And to get back on the rails here, I wanted to, one more thing about last night that I wanted to address was the Zach Wilson situation. Because I know Antonio, or I think it was Antonio in the chat before the show, it said the MILF Slayer went down, fucked up his knee chasing them MILFs. I was like, yeah, that can happen, man. But but it didn't look like it's a total disaster. It's looking like it's just a bone bruise, and he's going to be out probably like 4 weeks. So he most likely won't play week 1. So what are our thoughts here? Are we overreacting?
White.
Yeah, he took the words out of my mouth. Are we going to overreact? Is the Great White Hope relevant?
Shout out to White Mike when Elijah Moore and Michael Carter last year, when they all started getting targets in the backfield for Michael Carter and Elijah Moore getting 2 touchdowns in a game, it was White Mike, the Great White Hope.
That's right.
Yeah, they had a Great White Hope, bro. I think I'll say this, if I mean, we talked about it, I think, off there, me and Peacock, about like Flacco and Great White Hope. I said maybe Flacco, but honestly, man, the Jets, I mean, it's a young team. They should probably just go with Great White Hope and see what they got. See if he's got anything.
I won't mind Flacco neither, though, because Flacco got a big dummy arm, and he checks it down. You can go all the way back to like Danny Woodhead being a PPR machine. You know what I'm saying? I want this for Breece Hall and all of them. I'd rather have Flacco because really I don't have no quarrels with the Jets being bad. I don't have, I'm a Niner fan, right? So I'm just always going to view it for what I want for fantasy. Flacco's going to stretch the field to Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson, and he'll check the ball down to the running back. So give me that.
Yeah.
One status in the little bit right now. We'll have to see what the MRI like really says or what the timeline is, but I would say it's like a 3 or somewhere around 3 weeks. Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, it's looking like, honestly, I'll just say it. I mean, I'm not gonna overreact, honestly, because if he only misses 2 or 3 weeks, that's not gonna matter. I mean, Flacco, Great White Hope, they'll get a little cup of coffee, but I mean, after that, it's Zach Wilson's job. I mean, they're not gonna take his job.
And if I was your super flex, you can probably go out and get one of those other 2 guys as a precaution.
I would rather have them over Wilson for our pieces in fantasy, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, Wilson, or maybe Wilson won't take off and run now either, though. Maybe.
Oh yeah, that does hurt. Well, it hurts Wilson somewhat because I bet he won't run.
But also it might help. It might help.
Yeah, he's probably gonna throw a little more.
Yeah.
He had a knee injury last year. This could be like a common thing for him. Like he just has banged up knees, and so maybe that.
I mean, a lot of doggy style with them old women, bro.
Yeah, bro.
The Bears and the Chiefs game is on right now too.
Oh, nice.
Wait, what game's on now?
The Bears and the Chiefs.
Ooh, yeah. I need to put that on, bro. NFL Network. It shows all the games.
Justin Fields got stacked.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to check that shit out here. And let's see. Oh, yeah, we had a question from Chase. Are we fading Michael Carter in general?
I haven't.
I'm not.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know Guccini's stance on this, and we had a little debate about that a couple shows ago.
Yeah,
you still in with Carter, JD? He's still in with Carter. Like
he's still on my board to be drafted. I just don't see that Breece is just going to completely take over like that, bro. They're definitely going to use Michael Carter just based on that they not going nowhere, bro. Who they going to be up against, and you just completely just featuring Breece Hall like that, bro.
I mean, I see your
point.
The
way that they're going to be down, they're going to have to. They're going to have to throw. They're going to have him on the field at some point in time.
I just think with Breece, greasy breezy skill set is like he's an every down back there. He can catch, run, he can do it all. I mean, he's as a rookie, he'll get spelled here and there by Carter. I just think for fantasy, I think Carter's going to be more important for real life because in real life, in that system, it's a Shanahan ripoff with Mike LaFleur. They're definitely going to use 2 backs. I just think Carter, he's going to be like it's going to be like Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams. I feel like Breece is going to be Aaron Jones and Carter is going to be Jamal Williams. That's how I see it playing out.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But if we talking about a kind of like a ripoff of what we've seen in Frisco, they use multiple backs too, though.
Yeah, I say with LaFleur, Matt LaFleur at Green Bay and other Shanahan.
You know what? That is the strongest point you got right there, though, JD, because it is going to be a Niner-esque backfield. Could be a lot of situational shit, and like that. And maybe it's because I have a lot of Breece, so I'm trying to like make sure I will that into him being like a 70% guy. You know what I mean? In the backfield.
Crazy, bro. Yeah, Huss says Carter will do better with White Mike, but he's gonna be a solid flex guy, top 36 guy. Ooh, that's kind of. I'm not feeling him that high. Us and JD are more on the same wavelength with that.
No, I like that though. I'm with it. I'm not gonna argue too much.
Okay. Yeah, the Antonio that didn't. Yeah, he did do well with the Great White Hope. Yeah, in the limited, everyone did well with the Great White Hope last year.
Right.
yeah. Wentz is playing right now. Okay,
hey, he's in the Hall of Fame. He has cleats in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Oh, that's jersey. That's
he's
right.
The Jets guy. He's the White Mike, and it was crazy because I was calling him the Great White Hope before this game. And he goes out in the Bengals and he throws for 400, bro. A Jets quarterback's never done that, I don't think.
That's
so
crazy.
Got history put in the Hall of Fame.
Did they beat him in Cincinnati?
Yeah.
In New York.
And actually, I don't know. I can't remember where they played, but it was an overtime thriller. Shit was fucking manny, bro.
Yeah, I said White Mike needs to be the starter.
Right? Fuck Zach Wilson, bro. Hey, Zach Wilson's about to have a child with like
a 45-year-old
woman.
Joe. Yeah, he better watch himself. Then he just say that Flacco is gonna be rather Flacco than CH.
Listen, I would rather Flacco for the skill position guys. I'd rather White Mike for the running backs.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and then but White Mike was the first game when we saw Elijah Moore really breaking out. It was with White Mike, bro. You know what I mean? So you know, I'm just saying though, a guy who's gonna always play it safe. You know what I'm saying? Is Flacco. For fantasy purposes, I like that because you know he's gonna throw the ball a ton. He's never gonna run, none of that. He's gonna facilitate. He's gonna be able to extend it, make smart reads to extend the drive, etc. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pacheco time in Kansas City, and then Crispy Peacock could at least put on a clean shirt for the show. Damn, we got another Texans hater in here.
What did the Texans ever do to you?
Yeah, I was like, what's Crispy's team? I didn't think he had anything.
Hey, Crispy, what team? What's your team?
I forgot what his team was. Let's see. Antonio, I hope so. I got Mike White in our dynasty leagues.
Look, man, if you like the Jets, the Panthers, the Falcons, like the Giants, the Bears, don't talk shit to me about liking the Texans. There's a whole bunch of crap teams, bro. So don't even talk to me about liking the Texans. I'm from Texas. Leave me alone.
Our year, saying
Mahomes just missed MVS for a TD, bro. Right off, like damn near off his fingertips.
Fields got sacked pretty bad on third down in the previous series. That offensive line just like let the whole D line come through on third down.
Yeah, but you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do this little. We're gonna have this little smackdown with Peacock here. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Go get the gear on, man. It's wartime today.
The Saints gear on.
Wartime.
We got a live one.
Look, if Davis Mills goes and he puts points on the board in the first drive, I'm happy and get him out of there.
Oh, they're going your boy Pacheco with the carry.
I don't need
no everywhere, B.
I don't need no Zach Wilson stuff happening to my man Mills today.
Right, facts. Let him play a couple little drives and get his ass out of there.
For sure. Don't even suit up Brandon Cook. Let him chill.
You know what's funny? I maybe should have looked at when the game started and we could have just started the show and did a thing, just a watch party. But I'm glad we did the overreaction. There's a lot of good overreaction.
Your boy in there right now running.
I'm overreacting right now to Pacheco.
Oh,
yeah, so yes, Pacheco.
Yes, you go MVS.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. MVS actually catching the ball.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Cowboys. He's a Cowboy fan.
Oh, that's why.
He was a Cowboy fan.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like Stu.
Years already.
Hey, shout out to Crispy though. He's a bad motherfucker with these negotiations, bro. Like I can't get him, bro.
Crispy stuff.
He'll shut me down right away. He'll be like, nope. He'll just reject it. He'll like, nope, we're not doing that. Like, I can't get through.
Jets fans like the guys.
Oh, there go your boy Pacheco trying to score. Hey, Pacheco almost scored. He tried to fight.
Holy shit. Mahomes is playing. Wow. Yeah, shout out to someone in the chat here said Mahomes. Yeah, Mahomes is playing, bro.
Oh, my mama.
They say
he just got it.
They said he's going to play the whole
on his feet.
Listen, bro. I'm dummy excited about Pacheco. I've told y'all this kid is someone we got to watch because he's a big boy too. He's 230, bro. He could pass pro like.
Was Sky Moore right now?
That's
or earlier? Sorry.
That was Pacheco number 10. He took Tyreek the Freak's number.
Oh,
Blake Bell.
Wow, I just noticed that.
Hey, Kansas City just drove down on their first drive like it was fucking nothing, bro.
Like it was butter. It was butter.
For real, man.
That's fucking crazy.
Let's go. I got Pacheco everywhere.
And he ran with the first team, bro.
I need Pacheco.
It was CEH started it off, and then they brought him in.
Oh, damn.
Right off the rip. That's bad for every other running back, for McKinnon, for Rojo, or whoever else.
Backup tight end just got in easily. Blake Bell. And I was just like, I mean, they all right, yeah, they're benching Mahomes after this. So that's all they needed to see.
Well, no, but they said they wanted him. They said that they all agreed they wanted to play the entire quarter.
Oh, come on. He's playing the entire. That's nuts.
Is what they said.
That's fucking nuts. I got to give Andy Reid some shit.
Hey, look at Shanahan yesterday.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, I got to tell a story real quick. This is funny because yesterday, okay, so we're school shopping all day. I get to the crib because I want to watch the game, and the baby has a nap. So my girl, she takes off with the rest of the kids. I stay. I'm because the game's about to start. I'm putting the baby to sleep. I watched the first drive. And they said he's going to play 8. Lance is going to play 8 to 10 plays. Boom, he's out. And I'm like, okay, look cool. My phone rings and it's JD. And I'm like, I text him, let me call you back. I'm putting the baby down. Baby goes down to sleep. And I call him. He's hella hype. You see my guy? And I'm like, yeah, you look cool. Because I'm thinking he's talking about the 8 plays he had. He's like, nah, bro, they put him back out there, bro. He's 65-yarder.
Yeah, like, which made sense to me. I mean, because Trey Lance hadn't really gotten any regular season run. Or Mahomes, I mean, my point is Mahomes.
But see, here's the thing, my point is that like the coach said, we want 8 to 10 plays. You know what I'm saying? They did, and they went on their word because they had the 8. He's like, get him back in there. Let's, you know what I mean?
Right.
Andy Reid, he said, and Mahomes said this too, is that they want to play a full quarter. And if you look all the way back to ever since Mahomes has been a rookie. I mean, not since he's been a rookie, since he's been named the starter. He always plays a quarter of preseason. You know what I'm saying? That first game. He always does that, bro. Remember last year? Everybody was like going crazy.
I didn't realize that was a trend with him.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I was trying to bet on the Chiefs then. I don't want to bet preseason, but damn, if I don't know Mahomes was playing that long, Chiefs they'll probably be up 21-0 after the first quarter.
I mean, who do they got? Chad Henning?
Yeah, and Henny's not terrible. Yeah, I bet they'll win this easy because the Bears stink, bro.
Hashtag anything is possible.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, let's take a look at today's slate again. I feel like we about overreacted to all the big shit.
Yeah, let's project some overreaction.
Yeah, let's see. All right, so right now we got the Chiefs up 7-0 over the Bears. We've got the Panthers and Commandos 0-0 in the first. Then at 3:00, we've got Colts Bills at 6:00. This is Central Time, by the way. So I'm looking at 6:00 Central. Seahawks Steelers 6:30. Dolphins Bucks 8. Cowboys Broncos, and our West Coaster at 9. Rams Chargers.
Oh yeah.
You know what's so crazy? Why do they do that? Because they're gonna play this year, actually. You know what I mean? Isn't that crazy? They rarely do that shit. But maybe it's because it saves it because they're both home teams. You know what I mean? Just have them there. Right?
Yeah.
The Rams,
the LA
the Rams
teams,
and the Chargers actually play this year. You know what I mean? On the actual schedule. So it's kind of crazy. I mean, maybe it's not uncommon, but it's just definitely not common that we see a team that's going to play each other actually in the season, play each other in the preseason.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Here's an overreaction. Baker Mayfield let him down for the first drive. They kicked the field goal. He was 4 of 7 for 46.
I mean, it's small potatoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He
had 2 carries. 2 carries for 3
people
yards.
this year, bro.
I like Baker. He got hella weapons and he got CMC.
Huh?
He got hella weapons and he got CMC too. So
right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's way. Hey, look at Sam Darnold. The first 5 weeks, he was Darnold Schwarzenegger, bruh.
Yeah, he got off to that great start. Yeah, I could see Baker getting off to
got hurt. Like, it was crazy, right?
I got a slide, y'all. I'll see y'all later, bro. Y'all boys be smooth, bro.
Yeah,
yo, JD.
Yep, in a minute, y'all.
Yep.
Hey. Oh, I was gonna say, while we are here chatting, and people listening in the chat, make sure you check out the website, neonpeacock.threadless.com.
Drop the link in the chat, B.
Yeah, it's right here on my screen. But if you use the code HEY, I think it's HEY25, HEY25, you can get 25% off of the t-shirts on my website right now.
Hey, drop a link.
I need to get those
drop
guru
that link
ones,
in the chat,
bro.
B.
I need to get those done. Yeah. I'll get on that.
And Bogard, you're shipped out yesterday, bro. So you should be getting some in the mail, hopefully sometime late next week, maybe. So we'll see how that goes.
Yes, sir. I'm excited. It's Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I get those t-shirts in that, and then the rest.
I got the care packages coming out to both of y'all pretty soon. I just didn't want to say it on the air, but you know,
right?
The cat's out of the bag.
Yeah,
that's good. That's cool, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
What time is the game tonight, Spencer?
I forgot about our game. Yeah, Saints Texans at 7. Yeah. It's 7 Central. Yeah, I was saying we have our little smackdown, bro. I tell you what. We're going to go in there with the red rifle and kick your fucking ass.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, okay, so obviously Jameis ain't playing.
He is not playing. Yeah, that foot needs to let that foot heal up. I'm not sure.
We're gonna see Olave.
We're gonna see Olave will play. I know Olave and a lot of the Red Rifle and Ian Book, a lot of Ian Book. So we'll see what the Book of Ian can do, because if he sucks, he might get cut if he sucks. So
he's in a
big task for him. It's the judge. Peacock, is the judge gonna play this game?
Yeah, he's supposed to play. From what I know. He was excited on his Twitter account yesterday. He was like, it's almost that time, and he put some clocks up with a picture of him.
I'm glad. I want to see how my Saints defense does against him. Everyone's hyping up my Saints defense, but I'm glad that the judge is playing there, because he'll give him a test.
Yeah, the Saints defense is supposed to be pretty good this year too.
Oh, so very good. Yeah, hopefully it pans out. I
want to see him out there. He may do a couple of drives. I'm thinking maybe like 2 to 3, depending on how it goes. If he's struggling, they'll probably keep him out there a little bit. But I don't anticipate it. I think he's going to try to start fast. I don't think he'll light up the Saints defense or anything. But we're looking for a few first downs and hopefully like a field goal or get into the red zone, and then make sure that he just protects the football. I don't think we'll see Brandon Cooks, but we'll probably see a lot of Damian Pierce tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of it. So, and Marlon Mack will probably get a little run. I know that Pierce is listed as the third back. Oh my God, they just leveled Fields when he tried to slide.
Oh yeah, I believe it, bro. Flag. Fields, man. Fields is good. Fields is gonna take a beating this year, man. That O-line is trash over there. I feel bad for Fields, bro. They're setting him up for failure.
He's gonna run. He's gonna run a lot.
But yeah, he is gonna run when he's healthy.
He was trying to run right
be
there.
Really nice for super flex. He's probably gonna miss 4 games or something. But while he on a per game basis, he's gonna ball out, because he's probably gonna average like 60, 70 rushing yards. That dude's gonna be running.
And he might even throw the ball like 40 times a game.
Yeah, might not complete a whole lot of them. Yeah, he'll be slinging it, because the Bears, man, they just stink through and through. So he'll probably get some good garbage time. Darnell Mooney, bro, he's gonna be the garbage time king.
Maybe Cole Kmet a little bit. Who knows? But like, I was wrong on that A-Rob Justin Fields combo last year. Like I said, in my redrafts, I took a lot of chances with mobile quarterbacks and then stacking a guy late, or stacking that guy with
I ain't gonna lie, like Kyler Murray, the past couple years, he really like because of having Kyler Murray, it made me like a lot of my team builds where like I'm like, oh, I have too much like mobile QBs. Let me go get like, Brady and Stafford, or like, you know what I mean? Like I was last year, I was like those guys, especially in the QB premiums, like all the leagues we playing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, the pocket passers are just as good as if they're putting up 4,500 yards, they're just, they're good as a 3,100 yard passer who's like running for 700. You know what I mean?
Oh man, the Bears look horrible right now.
Yeah, dude, they are so. Oh my God!
Hey, who was out there? Who was out there with the team ones? Was it Monty?
No, it's Herbert.
It was Herbert.
Wait, what happened? That's Simeon that threw that, I think.
They're still out there right now. They try to hit Herbert in the flats right now, and the D lineman put his hands up and batted it down.
I got a ton of Herbert too. That's another one. I got a ton of Herbert.
Man, I'm kind of nervous. Man, I'm in a slow draft best ball right now, and I just took Monty. I'm feeling bad about that. I shouldn't have taken that.
I was about to say I would have.
That offense is terrible, man. I mean, he's my third, though. I'm not tripping. I had Najee and Travis already, so Monty's my third, so I'm not tripping, but it's like, damn, man.
This is full overreaction. The Bears look exactly the same that they did it last year.
Yeah, they're no better with Eberflus than
I'm okay with that, then. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, Mooney's still 8, and Monty, even with Nagy's bitch ass, they still 8. Like,
the running game, it's just the line.
See, Dak is going to get slaughtered this year. The O-line looked horrendous in the joint practice with the Broncos.
I'm cool with that, man. I'd love to hear all my Cowboys friends.
That was without Greg.
Hey, listen, it was funny because I'm in this thread. Shout out to my man Nancy and shout out to my man Jasper.
Still
Jasmine McFly. I'm in this thread with them. They Cowboy fans, and I was trying to tell them like, y'all, all the reports on your lines looking bad, bro. And like, because the Broncos. they got like a Vic Fangio disciple as their DC. I can't remember his name, but they're gonna get at the quarterback and like
that's why I took Bradley Chubb in the 32 man as my D lineman. If he's healthy, he's gonna eat.
And it's you gotta love the fire under a motherfucker's ass when it comes to I need to get my bag. They don't, what I mean? He's a former first round guy. They picked up his 5th-year option. So I like that he's finna ball.
Yeah, kind of like Saquon. He's in the same kind of boat as Saquon.
Hey, money brings
Antonio Gibson just fumbled.
Oh.
Overreaction. Gibson's gonna be the 3rd string back.
Robinson time.
Straight to committee, bro. It's gonna be committee. It's gonna be Robinson. It's gonna be him. It's gonna be McKissick. It's gonna be.
I got McKissick in the 32, bro. I kind of like that. McKissick's a safe floor kind of guy, and in those in that 32, you need some guys like that. Gibson in the dog.
Man, Gibson. Well, I'm glad I don't have no Gibson anywhere either.
Yeah, I wasn't touching Gibson regardless because I've been on the belief that this could end up a 3-headed committee because Brian Robinson's not a slouch. Brian Robinson was a strong runner at Alabama. No, he wasn't Derrick Henry, but he's no slouch. I think he definitely gets significant run over there. And Crispy says, "I told y'all Gibson is ass." Man, we're all overreacting. Although I've been consistent with that thing. I haven't had any Gibson. I've been on record.
I don't have them anywhere. I'm in a lot of best balls. It's just I was avoiding the situation. Carson Wentz is there, man. So I'm like, nah.
Exactly. Yeah, that whole even Scary Terry, I'm not really fucking with. Like it's just with Wentz. It's just in Jahan Dotson. Like they're promising. There's promising potential there, but I just a lot of times it's not worth it. I feel like because those guys like Scary Terry and Gibson go pretty high in a lot of drafts, so I usually don't mess with them.
Yeah. I've been this year. I've been avoiding Terry McLaurin as well. There's just certain teams, I guess.
Certain teams just kind of gives you the bubble guts. I feel like where you just like, I'm not like the Bears normally, but it's like Monty and Mooney though. It's like,
you can.
A lot of times you can get them for cheap, and it's like Washington. They have some other options, like Dotson, Curtis Samuel, McKissick. Where with the Bears, I feel like it's literally just Monty and Mooney. Like they don't really have anything else.
You're gambling, you're taking shots. Bell just limped off the field, which is the backup tight end for the Chiefs.
Yeah, they're not playing Kelsey. I was glad about that. Oh, well, he did pull out Mahomes. Okay, good. I was like, why are y'all still playing Mahomes? Anything is possible about the over. It looks like he's been around forever now. Henny, he's like 30-something years old.
One of the Texans quarterbacks, I think it was Kyle Allen, has COVID, so he's not going to play tonight. It's going to be Jeff Driscoll getting the bulk of the work today. So maybe we'll see David for about a quarter, and then Driscoll the rest of the way is my guess.
That's what I'm thinking with my Saints. We'll probably see like the red rifle for a quarter, and then it'll basically just be the Ian Book show. It'll be Ian Book and Jeff Driscoll battling it out.
Second half.
Behind USFL cat KJ Costello, he'll probably get some run late.
Oh, Pacheco, or who is that? No, that's not Pacheco, is it? Who's 24?
I'm not sure. Pacheco's 10.
Who is number 24?
Is that?
I don't know. I must be behind. I didn't see that.
I'm watching a stream like on, one of those NFL.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. We got a question from the Veggie Tales cat. He says, "What are we thinking about A-Rob?" I like A-Rob the Mob.
Yeah. A lot of people are
I like him. I think he's a value. He comes at a value in the 6th round a lot of times, and he's going to be working opposite Cup, who's going to get doubled and tripled sometimes. Like,
check this out.
A-Rob's going over 1,000. There's no doubt.
I just said this to Hess yesterday. I said they got the reigning Triple Crown champion, right? Mm-hmm. And so, pun intended, they're going to triple cover his ass in the red zone. And A-Rob the Mob's finna be. I mean, he's A-Rob the Mob. He's finna rob hella red zone.
Exactly. A-Rob the Mob and shit. Even Higbee might get some of those greasy tugs down there. Like, because it's just like. And Ben Scrotum. You bought a Scrotum.
The Scrotum?
Yeah. Scrotum or whatever. Yeah. I think that, especially if Ben Jefferson misses time, somebody else is going to be catching passes there.
I want to say Ben Scrotum is like 6'2".
Yeah, he's a little size.
He's a big
slot. Yeah, because that the wee little man's still there. Tutu hot 12 or whatever.
He's a return guy.
But yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel better about the scrotum than the tutu because it's like, well, here at least the scrotum's got some paws.
He's a 3. The scrotum's a 3 on the squad right
big
now.
Paws.
Big scrotum.
What a nickname, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, his name
got some girth to it.
I mean, it's like, see, the nickname's got to come naturally. One time I was trying to read his name, like, man, it's Scrotum. It's a scrotum. There it is.
He's a scrotum. There it is.
Scrotum.
Yeah, we got big scrotum and Leonard.
He's been a ball.
He's
been a ball out like a scrotum.
Yeah. And Hess is in agreement. A-Rob's gonna eat. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Hey,
yes,
A-Rob is and like let's
they
not
call
talk
him the
about
mob
it
for a reason,
let's
bro.
not talk about A-Rob the mob no more, so we don't.
Yeah, the only reason he didn't produce is because of stupid ass Nagy. And Sir Bones back in the building.
Bias. Recency bias, right? We gotta play on it.
Yeah, everyone's off him because of that, but. I kind of wish I almost took him in the best ball. I was in the 5th round. I was torn between like A-Rob the Mob, Mike Thomas, and Dalton Schultz. I ended up going Schultz to have that positional advantage at tight end. But
yeah,
y'all see that arcade in here?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I started doing some artwork on the side, but I mean, it's still got some ways to go. But it's like a Rick and Morty Ghostbusters little mashup.
Yeah, that's just fucking dope.
That is sick.
I mean,
yes, sir.
Did you what you just put the emulator in there? Like how did you?
Yeah, it's a Raspberry Pi, so it has like a little SIM card and a chip, and then I have everything hooked up like inside the back of the cabinet and all the buttons and everything. So it runs like a real arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got an update from Albert. Arnold Schwarzenegger touchdown pass.
Oh, Baker.
Yep, he came in after Baker and threw a tug to Rashard Higgins.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, they got the fucking Rashard over there.
Yeah, that used to be Baker's guy.
No. Oh, that Rashard Higgins.
Yeah, that Rashard.
Yeah. That's right.
With the Browns. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, then he did better with Darnold. Interesting.
I mean, look at that. He's like, but you know what though, Rashard Higgins, he had some games with Baker. I mean,
yeah, Higgins might be if Terrace Marshall doesn't pan out, then Higgins will probably end up their number 3. I like Terrace Marshall though. Right. Yeah, if he can get healthy, right, he's got that LSU pedigree. He was the number 3 behind Chase and Jefferson, and like whenever.
You know what though, too? What sucks about that? It was like Joe Brady was the guy there. That's why they drafted Terrace Marshall. So it's like, I hope he doesn't just fall in the cracks now. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I don't think he will though, because whenever they didn't have in 2020, like. Terrace Marshall was balling the fuck out, even without Joe Burrow. Like, he was killing shit in 2020.
Yeah. Yeah. And Joe Brady was like, come on over.
Exactly. Yeah. Come over I think he's still got a lot of hope. It's only his 2nd season. Like, damn. I got him stashed in, I think, the 16 Dynasty.
Winston McLaurin.
It was a good pick.
Yeah, I like my depth in both of the dynasties. I feel like I got a lot of potential on the bench.
I'm glad. Listen, when I'm in these drafts, a lot of times people don't get mad when I draft a player. They don't go, fuck, I was going to get him. But every time I got Isaiah Pacheco, whenever I got him, whether it was like a fucking round 20 something or whatever the fuck, the people always like, damn, I was about to get him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a good pick.
I hope he's a thing, bro.
Carson Wentz 5 of 7 for 34 yards. Like, he's just throwing everything 5 yards down the field right now.
Disgusting, bro. That team is gonna stink.
How about those team on one Terry McLaurin, like catch and run? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got to depend on Yak, bro.
Man, I love the Scottish lad, and I haven't been able to fire up the bagpipes in a while. It's like I miss Terry McLaurin, man. He needs to be a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, back when he was a value, he was nice. Now a lot of times, like we were saying, he goes a little too high considering he's in such a shitty offense.
It's like you start to decide DK or McLaurin, and then people.
I'm going McLaurin over DK. DK's situation's 10 times worse. Like DK's situation is. Woo, I'm staying far away. I'm not touching DK with a 10-foot pole. That shit. I don't want any part of it.
I think I would rather DK. I think I would rather DK because I think there would be a concentrated target market share. And like, you know what I'm saying? It's just in that system over there that Scott Turner and Rivera, they don't really it's rare they produce WR1s like that in fantasy, bro.
That's what I'm saying. They're not going to produce any with Geno Smith and Drew Lock.
Overreact.
But I might still get a volume of targets at PPR. Listen, they're gonna get.
But Lockett's still there, though. That's the thing. Lockett's still there, and
he's
deep there now.
Guys, and Brian Robinson looks really good. He had a carry for 10 yards, and he just caught a little screen pass for another 10.
Oh, he's taking over. He's taking over the backfield.
Oh, this is. No, but is it with Wentz? Is it the team?
With Wentz, yeah.
In the first quarter.
Yeah, I have 0 Robinson, but I have 0 Gibson too, so I'm glad.
I got 0 Commanders. I have McKissick in this 32, man. That's the only
Antonio
Commander I have.
man, but it's just not working out for him. We had high hopes for him because he was a
man.
project.
When they brought back McKissick, man, that just threw water on the fire as far as Gibson. Like whenever they let McKissick go, it's gonna be Gibson on all 3 downs. No, they not only brought McKissick back, and they draft B-Rob, so it's like, so much for Gibson being in every down back.
Listen, bro, to my understanding, when you want to set up things ablaze, a fire, right? Putting water in it doesn't help it at all. You know what I mean? You may want to use like fuel or like something like that, right?
Exactly.
They definitely put water on his.
Yeah, they killed the spark that was because Gibson's in every down RB1. Nope, just spilled water on that shit. That fire died real quick.
Then mulched him up.
Entrenched is like that, like mid to low RB2, just kind of with RB1 upside if he finds the end zone. But now at Robinson, it kills that because now Robinson's gonna get a lot of those. So now I feel like Gibson more just like a flex with RB2 upside.
Yeah. I mean, and I ain't gonna lie, in true Bogard fashion, I'm probably gonna end up with a lot of Gibson and just because I'm gonna shoot out all these low ball offers.
Yeah, people are gonna overact. You could probably get him for the cheap. So I mean, if you're gonna trade for
Timmy,
Gibson,
if you out there watching,
probably the time to do it. Oh yeah, Timmy. Yeah, me and Timmy were working on a deal. Yeah, we need to get something done. Yeah, shout out to Timmy. Yeah, I get wrapped up with shit. I always forget to send him a counter. I'm gonna try to
give me some low. I'm gonna try to give me some Monty for the low. Oh yeah, there it is. Playmaker shit. Shout out to Smokey. We got to bring that back. Get him for the low.
Yeah, get him for the low. Yeah,
yeah,
get him for the low. And the what's the one? Oh fuck, what was it called? What if I told you? Wasn't that the other one that we do?
Oh no, it's the what if.
What if I told you? Yeah, what if?
Yeah, what if I said, or what if I told you?
Right.
What if anything? Yeah,
I remember that one.
The what if series.
The one, Smokies was about the Raiders, about that the Raiders would be frauds, and it was somewhat true if the Chargers had done their shit. Like he had said the Raiders weren't going to make the playoffs.
But see, here's the thing,
though. They shouldn't have, but the Chargers.
You know, the Gruden Raiders, though.
Oh, no, yeah, that's true. Yeah, all the shit changed when they fired.
Yeah,
Gruden.
Once they fired Gruden, they had Joey Versace. What's his name?
Yeah, I forgot that dude's name.
Versace. He was like,
whoever
was the special teams guy took over
because
he works with all offense and defense. So it's just natural he took over the head coaching role. He actually is there with he's the special teams for Green Bay now because that was like the glaring weakness on Green Bay's team the last few years. It's like if they had one, it was their fucking special team. So Ben Versace or whatever his name is, I can't forget his first name, but
something like that. It's pretty close.
Yeah,
Versace. It sounded expensive.
All the players were all about it.
Yeah, man, get them for the low. We'll have to bring that segment back during the season.
Oh, it's coming back. We're consistent. We're gonna bring all these segments back.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the first month is the perfect time to get people for the low because that's when people overreact the most. Is like in September.
I get Michael Carter for the low because I don't want him, but I heard some good things about him today. So.
But, you know what? I flipped Michael Carter for Kenneth Gainwell straight up like 2 weeks ago, and I still feel good about it.
There you go. And I got Gainwell.
Trades like that are stupid. Usually trades like that are stupid, but like in Dynasty, it's preference, right? This person don't want Kenneth Gainwell, and this is, you know what I mean? I'm like, cool. I don't want Michael Carter here because I
Gainwell's in the starting spot right now.
Gainwell has some upside. He did. What was he looking like? Was he with the ones yesterday?
I did not see that game.
I didn't watch that one either. I was too high.
Game. Yeah. Let's take a look at that. I didn't really see who did much from the rushing perspective there. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Jason Huntley had their most carries.
What?
And Was that the UDFA from goddamn? No, that's not the UDFA.
Andy Brooks was the UDFA.
Yeah, why didn't he play? Damn, that was Oh yeah, he did. Oh, none of their starting running backs played. Miles didn't play. Oh yeah, Miles did play. He just caught 2 passes. Kenny Gainwell did not play, or Boston Scott. That's
wow. Weird. So they have Miles Sanders with the 2s, B.
But no, they had him with Hurts because Hurts played. I guess Gainwell and fucking Scott were hurt. They had to have been injured because they would have played. I feel like.
So Gainwell's hurt.
Yeah, I think he's a little banged up.
Yeah, he must be. He should have played. Let's see.
I fucked that up.
Yeah, he must be.
Hold on. I read some news earlier.
Yeah, hip injury for Kenny Gainwell. Boston Scott injured too. Yep.
Okay.
But nothing serious, it doesn't look like.
Oh, Boston Scott has a concussion.
Yeah.
Doing a goal line drill.
Okay,
Goal line drill. He got blasted in a joint practice.
What happened with a Guardian cap? What happened? Kelsey had blasted that shit. He was saying all it is, it doesn't do anything. All it does is add extra weight on our head. It literally does.
Yeah, and then shake the brain up some more.
It's so pointless.
I was gonna say, if Titans is still in the chat, I just saw his message about a potential trade. I don't know what league that is, so I'm gonna look.
Yeah, Titans, probably the 14. Yeah, Titans.
He took over TD's team because
Mike has a take on DK. DK is a diva. All it sounds like he doesn't care about football in the interviews. Lockett is too busy with his real estate. The Seahawks will be running all day long. Yep, and that's exactly why I like Ken Walker, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, with Pete Carroll, they're just going to be run.
Shame on you, Rashad Penny truthers.
Right? Yeah, for real. Yeah, it's
Rashad
Penny truthers are the dudes that their girl cheats on them every other month, and yet they just keep going back to the bitch. They never learn a fucking lesson. That's the Rashad Penny truthers. He gets hurt every other week, yet y'all still believe in this man. He's not gonna do it. Give up.
Get on him, Spencer.
Yeah, that's my rant for today. Remember they're gonna bring back the guru rant.
Yeah, bring back the guru rant.
There it was. Rashad Penny truthers. Shut the fuck up, because it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Kenneth Walker, bruh.
Yes.
Oh my mama, as Guccini would say, Ken Walker is the guy over there.
I want to say I'm
so sick of these penny truthers, man, because he did well. Yeah, he had a 3-week stretch last year in the fantasy playoffs. So everyone loves him now. But it's still, you got to realize it's like you can't use a month like it's recency bias. You got to throw out that recency bias, which is also why I'm not fucking with Amon-Ra St. Brown, because that's another one. Like, I'm not saying he's going to be a total bust like Penny, but I do think a lot of his inflated ADP has to do with that.
Everybody was dead.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason he did all that.
Didn't he?
Hawkinson was dead.
Oh yeah,
all the receivers were dead. Like
I saw him catch a ball.
Was dead. They were all dead.
He caught a catch, then Swift punched it in.
Yeah, Swift had a nice run. But I think Amon-Ra will still be used, but not as much as he was last year. I think Amon-Ra can be a serviceable low-end wide receiver 2, maybe a high-end wide receiver 3 type of a guy. But yeah, you just got to watch where people in your league are drafting, or where he stacks up amongst other guys. Like, I'll take a Brandon Cooks over Amon-Ra St. Brown any day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm with you on that because he's a number 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people want to believe that dude. Shout out to Fourth and Flex. He actually hit us outside the box thing. He was like, man, you never know. It could even be DJ Chark. I mean, like, why do they bring in an outside guy, right?
Yeah, and like, Jameson will be back. Hawkinson's still there. Swift. There's going to be too much competition for targets, man. Amon-Ra's going to just be more like a flex play.
I was going to say,
I think he's a solid. He's a back end WR2.
Who?
I'll give him that. But there's still other people I'll play over him.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go that far. I'll say he's solid flex. I'll say solid flex.
I just don't even want to have him.
He's not in my top 24.
I have him in one league. It was out of necessity.
I'd rather have Brandon Ayuk. He goes in the same range.
Catching balls out the backfield near the goal line.
Hell yeah.
Wentz still in there.
Season, man.
Like Antonio Gibson's like out of the game, bro. They're like, you fumbled, bitch.
Yeah. They Belichicked him. He's done. McKissick caught a pass, 15 yards.
Yeah.
Damn, I have 0 Robinson.
Me too, man.
Let's see. The Equiminius St. Brown playing. His hype train is rolling. Let's see. I haven't seen Equiminius yet.
Oh, yeah,
he probably will be.
You're talking about Equinemius same breed.
Yeah. Amon-Ra's
I mean, he's been trending.
Brother.
He's been trending because everybody died, bro.
Exactly. Pringle.
He'll be back though, but then N'Keal Harry, he probably
N'Keal Harry died. Yeah, we knew that was coming.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, Equiminius, it's like I think that's going to be the Mooney show all the way. Mooney caught one already for 26. It's just going to be Mooney, and more Mooney. I don't see much. And Komet will eat some too. Yeah. There's just not going to be. Equiminius just hadn't shown me enough. I don't think he's all of a sudden going to become a
opportunity.
Thing.
Here we go, guys. Third and goal for the
last year's KJ. He could be last year's KJ Osborne, like a guy who's like a WR3 that like you might be able to flex. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess if Mooney would go down, then he could maybe be a thing. But if that doesn't happen, then no, he's done. I mean, he just never really. He just was someone that's a speculative.
I fuck with Darnell Mooney. That's Paul Mooney's son.
Yeah, I got him in the 32. He's my WR1 in that 32-man league.
You're savage.
And Gabe Davis, I got him in Gabe Davis.
Touchdown, Brian Robinson.
Woo! Oh, we were?
Bro.
Yeah, dude, they threw him a ball in
not even dynasty.
It's about to go crazy.
Brian Robinson.
Are you guys ready for that? Antonio Banderas Gibson, a desperado himself. He's dead. This is what they're gonna say now. Everybody's gonna go crazy over this.
Oh yeah, his stock's gonna plummet, bro. Timmy, if you're listening, send
you know
Gibson.
What? Damn, I don't have no B. Robinson. I used to laugh at people when they drafted him.
I know, right? I wasn't really buying it, but now it's like now that we're seeing it, it's like
I didn't read up on the kid at all.
I was on.
The game was screen pass.
I admitted this. Everyone was roasting Washington for drafting him. I was like, I wouldn't roast him, man. That kid was legit at Alabama.
Come on, you should have let me know this.
I should have let myself know. I should have listened to myself, bro. I didn't even take my own advice on that.
Hey, you know what's crazy is like for me, like if I was like, if something would have jumped at me and you know about Brian Robinson that I wasn't looking for. And I would have took it as the universe. Just same way as like it's the shit just jumped at me with Isaiah Pacheco. I happened to see an interview where he was talking about how like, you know, he loves to pass pro. He's willing to play special teams. It was like, you know, after mini camp, I just saw this interview. And then I started going down a rabbit hole on the kid. I was like, man, let me check this kid out. And then I found out like this crazy backstory on him. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, I'm invested, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he had an opportunity. It sucks that I failed to realize the fact that they drafted a running back meant that there's an opportunity here. Because if they were so fixated on Gibson being a guy, they would be okay with Patterson and the other depth they have. Gibson's not their guy, apparently. He fumbled too. That's all bad.
Right. Oh shit! Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that.
Robinson got pedigree too, though, because Robinson played. You know, like. Gibson was a total complete a project, bro. He only had 70 touches.
Yeah, he was like a converted receiver. He's basically a receiver in college. Yeah, with Memphis, because they had a committee there with him, Single Barrel Daryl, and Tony Pasta. We're all on that Memphis team. And Kenny Gainwell. He was like the fourth string behind all them. As a freshman.
Those Memphis backs, okay.
Yeah, Memphis produces big name backs, bro. Memphis goes hard at the running back position.
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Smith or Locke, Crispy wants to know. I'm thinking Locke for the long term. I think Smith starts the season as a starter. Once they go like 0-4, then it'll be Locke. Kind of like
I think Sam Darnold starts for the Seahawks.
I mean, it's possible. You know, it's just the thing. I mean, look how good he looked today. He might beat out Baker.
Pete Carroll. Nah,
Baker's going to end up with the Seahawks.
There you go. I'll take that too. We'll take it. We've said it all at one point or another.
Yeah, for real.
However, listen, wouldn't we love big? Okay, if Sam Darnold went to the Seahawks, we're not getting too much more excited for the skill positions, right? But if Baker went there, tell me you wouldn't be more excited for a DK and a Lockett.
Definitely.
I would be. Even Darnold, I'd be much more excited.
Well, Baker got a bigger arm than Darnold. I call Sam Darnold Sam Darnold is safe space Sam.
He still throws short. A shitload of picks.
Everything short, just he still does, right?
Yeah, that's why he stinks. He doesn't have a big arm and he's a pick machine.
Just safe space Sam. I'm gonna throw everything short. Everyone be safe.
Yeah, I saw Sam Darnold play live last year. He looked half decent last year. I'm not gonna lie, but it was within the first 5 games when
CMC.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
With CMC, when CMC got hurt. Matter of fact, CMC is such a bad motherfucker, such a threat that Sam Darnold was just walking into the end zone, bruh.
Yeah,
crazy.
That was crazy.
5 or 6 rushing touchdowns in those 5 weeks, bro. I don't even know. Somebody look at those stats.
We did that. We did that on What If last year.
He was a QB1 through the first month.
It was a badass up.
It was like
badass
Terminators.
We're like, what if he just stays this way the rest of the year? And then like we did one of those episodes.
He had five rushing.
Hey, it was a badass thing. It was we did the Terminator one. You killed that.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that graphic.
Half face the Terminator. This is Darnold Schwarzenegger. Is this?
I forgot about that one.
Through 4 games, bro. He had 5 rushing tugs. He had 2 each in weeks 3 and 4.
He was tied. He was tied at the time for the league in rushing touchdowns at the time.
That's hilarious. He was on pace for 21 rushing tugs. And 5,000 yards passing.
Damn. And I was telling these kids who were sitting in front of me when they were playing, I was like, your team's fake, bro. I was like, this is false. All this shit's going to come crumbling down.
He crumbled real quick. The next week, he stunk it up and threw 3 picks against the Eagles, and it was all downhill from there.
Dude, that's so funny because I told these kids that they were sitting right in front of me, and they were like making fun because they started winning the game or whatever, but as soon as McCaffrey went down, they all hung their heads, and I was like, your season's over, bitches. And sure enough, it was.
yeah, sure enough. Yeah, that was against your Texans. That was a Thursday night game against your Texans.
Yeah, what the hell are Carolina fans doing, like, in my seat area? Like, right from wearing Panthers jackets?
Listen, I would have let those kids know the same.
I did. I didn't agree the whole time, man.
15 years old.
They're like college kids, but still, you know.
Same thing. Hey, listen, I met some college kids. They might as well have been in high school, man.
Yeah, no,
it's so funny. The younger generations, I feel like, this is why I'm so impressed when I talk to Spencer. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've told Spencer this a million times. Like, yeah, he has a good head on his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of these other kids are immature. Like, I mean, this other network I used to work with, he had like a 30-year-old dude, and he was just still doing like little kid shit. It's like, wow, dude, like the perspectives were off. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like,
that was like the Chiefs fan I sat behind a couple years ago when Alex Smith, it was his last year, and it was literally like five kids with like a couple of their girlfriends on daddy's money, and they were all wearing, check it out, they were all dressed like the double polo with the khakis, and they bought grams for like $45 and shit. Those kind of kids.
The double polo. I remember that with the 2 collar. Like, why would they do that?
These guys were talking so much shit, and they're like, "Oh man, screw these." And like, I was talking a bunch of shit, and I was with my friends, and it was a tight game. It was close, you know what I mean? So, anyways, they got fed up, and they were like, "Let's go back to my dad's press box," and they fucking left.
Yeah, fuck you bunch of fucking spoiled brats. Yeah,
I want to take y'all back to Thanksgiving 2014. So this is my Niners, which still had Cap and still had Harbaugh. It was the first year in Levi's Stadium, but it was the last year for that regime, right? And so we played the Seahawks. So check this out. I'm in Disneyland, and we're over there with the whole getup. I got the Disney design shirt with the letters, but it says daddy, and then my girl says mommy, and then we got and we only had the 2 girls at the time. So it said it was Deja and then little sister. You know what I mean? We have all the matching shirts, and then here I am, and then I got my Niner hat though, and we're all Ninered up, like low key. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
a little Niner
Disney gear.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. And then we see a Seahawks family, bruh. You know what I mean? And the Seahawks family, same thing as the dudes. He's with his bitch. He's got his little wee tykes running around. Everyone's like Seahawks stuff, and they're wearing the Disney gear. You know what I'm saying? That indicates they are family together. And then so it was kind of one of those things, like like how the chicken and like Pete, you know what I'm saying, they see each other and they kind of give them
guy.
yeah. Yeah,
and like I see this motherfucker again, bro. I see him again later because in downtown Disney was the only place you could watch the game is Thursday night or Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, we got to go to the ESPN bar. And it's like a restaurant too. And they got a big screen on the outside, so you can just watch it from the little, the outside even. You know what I mean? So we go there, and I see him. He's out there too. We're all eating in the restaurant. So all of them in the restaurant is me and this guy were just talking shit. And with the bitches, because it's like, it came to a point where he's talking, because we're losing that game. You know what I mean? And Sherman goes, he's eating the turkey and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I remember it turned into me being like, man, how long you been a Seahawks fan, bro? Tell me a Seahawks legend. I was like, name him. Name a Seahawks legend.
For real, yeah. I hate when these motherfuckers, they talk all big.
You a bandwagoner.
Yeah, for real, bro.
How old are you, bro? I'm like, how old are you? He was my age, right? And at the time, I was like 28. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Antonio.
Like,
you're a fucking bandwagoner. Shut the fuck up.
Right, Antonio, the Jets Cowboys game, and the Cowboy fan tested the Jets fan, same section. Yeah, those Cowboy fans are the worst, bro.
Oh
yeah,
dude, I know it, bro. Like every year, like they just come. I'm in chats in all these leagues with all my friends. They're like 99% Cowboys fans, bro, and they attack me for no reason, just because, like,
they're like bullies, man.
You've been taking so much abuse,
dude. They pull a headline out of nowhere and like the Texans suck. I was like, bro, we're just fucking. I haven't mentioned anything in the chat in like 3 weeks. I'm not even active in the chat, and they like tag me. What do you think about this, Miles? It's like, bro, the fuck, dude. I was like, if I did that for every single piece of Cowboys news, everybody would hate me, bro. Because stuff like that happens all the time.
They dish it out, but they can't take it. Yeah, typical Cowboy fan.
So what I started doing was placing bets. I was like, put your money where your mouth is. How bad did they suck? I was like, and so I started taking their money.
That's how you gotta do it to them. That's how you gotta do it. And I know it's crispy. I know he's talking a lot of shit, but yeah, I know you do. I know you do it.
Last 10 years, crispy. The Cowboys have won less playoff games, had less playoff appearances, and the Texans have just been better head to head. Also,
yeah. And I remember looking that up last year, and I was like, and you already were aware of it.
I wasn't aware of it. The sentiment is the Texans suck and the Cowboys are great. But every time the Cowboys do something great, like win the division or get to the playoffs, which hasn't been as often as the Texans have in the last 10 years. They lose in the first round. The Texans have more playoff wins in the last 10 years, more playoff appearances in the last
playoff. In the Texans' existence, they have more playoff appearances and wins than the Cowboys.
The Texans have only existed for 20 years.
That's what I'm saying. No, in that existence,
that's even worse.
They've been the better Texas team. Ever since the Texans have been around till now, they have more playoff appearances and playoff wins than the Cowboys. That makes them the better Texas team. And when I tell that the Cowboys, they get hella mad, bro.
The Cowboys, let me back it up. Let me back it up. The Cowboys were great. They won 5 Super Bowls, 2 in the 70s and 3 in the 90s. So over 20.
We might be keeping them in greatness right now.
Almost 30 years ago, they won their last Super Bowl.
Hell yeah. Any more overreactions, or are we gonna put a bow on this thing?
Did we talk about
I got one more beer, so if y'all still want to rock, I got one more beer.
If y'all have any, I got all my overreactions. If y'all have any more, let me know, because I'll put a bow on it if not. But.
I was trying to think of a team that we didn't really touch upon.
Go ahead.
We did talk about the Lions, though. We talked about the Patriots.
I feel like we touched on pretty much everybody. The Cardinals-Bengals game, I think we didn't really touch on. That one was like really high score, and I know Kyler and Burrow didn't play, but I mean, shit, Keontae Ingram got some work. Jonathan Ward, Eno Benjamin, Chris Evans. Oh, man, Chris Evans was awful. 8 carries, -3 yards.
Get him out of here.
Damn, Andy Isabella, bro. Andy Isabella was a thing. 4 for 57. He's their leading receiver.
Yeah, Trace McSorley played well.
McSorley, he did really well, and as well as Jake Browning for the Bengals.
Want me to turn it off?
So I'm just I guess more excited about the rest of the games going on today. Brian Robinson would be my big overreaction for the ones happening right now, obviously, and What, the real Houston team left? Oh, come on.
Yeah, come on, man. The Oilers, the Oilers were ass, man. I like their colors, but they were
Tennessee
ass.
Titans. The Oilers still exist. They're the
right,
Titans.
yeah, same franchise. So yeah.
Actually, I'm going to do some Jordans, some Jordan 11s, and I think I'm going to do them like Oilers colors.
Sick.
Yeah.
I love their colors. I miss their colors. I wish the Titans would have kept that, like the powder blue more than like they're more the dark blue. I wish they kept more the powder blue.
Get permission to wear those throwbacks now that the helmets can be switched out. Now that the helmets can be switched out. But it's still a tragedy. That should belong in Houston. The whole franchise got uprooted and sold and moved to Tennessee. Kind of like the whole the Ravens things back in the day. You know what I mean? Like they moved
like moved them real like underhandedly.
Yeah, so I still hope that the Texans get bought out by a different owner, preferably somebody like, I don't know, Travis Scott or somebody cool.
I don't know about all that.
But man, the games would be so lit. Think about it.
It's lit.
Hell yeah. I'm just super excited for football season to be back, to be honest.
Same, brother.
Let me see. What else?
Man, I tell you what, I didn't know when I had to tap out last week, you know, when y'all went over y'all's favorite cartoons, but I had to agree with, I think it was you and JD Peacock that said the Ninja Turtles, bro. I fucked with the Ninja Turtles.
I still watched it.
That was my shit back in the day. I didn't get to see it as much. Like, I saw it more like the newer, like the 2000s Turtles. Like, so they were a little different, but I fucked with them,
got bigger and shit.
Yeah, they were a little bigger and shit, but it was still the same crew. But I fucked with them, bro. Like, they were.
I saw them all, man.
They had all the action figures, the lair, and all that. Like JD was talking about.
Oh yeah, we're talking about the Ninja Turtles.
The Ninja Turtle. Yeah, I had all the Ninja Turtle shit because I remember like when I was a little kid, my shit was
we have to have this conversation now, bro. Which Ninja Turtle are you fucking with?
Ooh, it's so tough.
Give me Raphael, bro.
You and Raphael. I was for me probably either Leonardo or Michelangelo. Like with Michelangelo was was the nunchucks. And what was I guess Michelangelo, because he was the first action figure I ever got was Michelangelo. So I guess he always has a special place in my heart.
And he liked to party too.
Yeah, I fuck with Michelangelo. Yeah, that was probably my number one.
Personality wise, I was like a mix of Leo and Donatello, like at the same time.
I had you.
I fuck with Leo. Yeah,
I pinned Peacock for Donnie. Because Donnie was like the artist, like the mind, you know what I mean? Like
he's always
architect for the but you definitely got the Leo qualities too, though, because Leonardo's like a leader and shit and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen you damn right. I've seen my team in a Super Bowl, and I've seen us host a fucking trophy. 2009, bro. I remember that shit. I was old enough to remember it.
How old were you?
I'm very old enough to remember the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I'm very old enough to remember the Cowboys.
11. I was 11. No, I did. No. Wait, hold on. That was 2010. I just turned 12. I had just turned 12.
Oh yeah, so you remember that shit?
So I remember it very well. Yeah. All right, Crispy. I see you talking shit, but I damn right I remember it. He damn right.
Crispy, I think the Niners and the Saints have been to the dance more recently than the Cowboys have.
Yeah, so for sure.
Hey, I remember every Cowboys appearance in the playoffs because it's very rare. You know what I mean? Like I remember.
Yeah, I remember all the chokes. I remember Tony Romo with the.
So last year, my Niners dumped him out, right?
Yeah, Dak Prescott with the.
They got there before that.
I'm out of time. Fuck.
The last time they got in there before that, they beat the Russell Wilson Seahawks.
Yeah,
and then they lost to the Rams, who went on to the Super Bowl to lose
to the Patriots.
Yeah, and before to get to the Patriots, they had the Saints had to get voodoo cursed.
Right. And then before that, the last one was Romo with the fucking
holding the thing.
With the Lions, they beat the Lions, and then they had the no catch.
Oh, yeah.
Was it a catch that controversy against Green Bay?
But it was immediate karma because the cat
because they had against Detroit, they cheated against Detroit. They had a bunch of
flag back up. It was a fucking pass interference.
Yeah, they picked it up against Detroit, bro. They fucked Detroit
next week,
man.
And it was a catch. I'll say that it was a fucking catch. I was trying to reach for the goal line. That was a catch, but then see, like they have these infamous. They go down in infamy. Like, look at last year. How did they end? Dak was trying to they were trying to set the ball. You need the referee to set the ball. I didn't even know that. He's right there. They're racing hell of time. The time's going because, of course, Mike McCarthy's poor clock management. Shout out to our man Justin. He'll tell you about real clock management.
Yeah, for real. They need to hire Justin as their game management leader. Mike McCarthy surely ain't it. Yeah, a lot of teams have a game management director that like helps out the head.
Yeah, and look at this, bro. So they with the last play of the game, they're trying to run like what is it, a QB draw?
Yeah, quarterback draw, the dumbest fucking play ever. He just slides in the middle of the field instead of getting out of bounds. Like, what are you doing?
Prior to that, they wasted hell of time.
That's just football 101. You don't run a draw play to the middle of the field. You do something just go outside to where you can get out of bounds. That's unbelievable. That still blows my mind.
Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, you'll take it.
My Niners didn't deserve to make it last year. You know why? Because we were exploitable in our outside corners. You know what I'm saying? And like I go into that week, you know, we're breaking down the game. I'm like the Cowboys. They should see this. They're a passing offense. They should fucking shred us. And then like they were doing it, bro. Cooper. All of a sudden they were shredding us, bro. And then they just went away from it. I mean, it wasn't so much the adjustments we made on defense. We made adjustments on offense, and we, you know what I mean? But
the Rex Ryan years, Antonio was talking about with the Jets.
I just love not being a Cowboys fan. Imagine having all that hope and like, Super Bowl baby every year, and then they just never even
all that disappointment. I don't know. Yeah, for real. I like going in with lower expectations.
With me, I'm a Texans fan. It's like everybody wants to shit on you, and then you beat them, and you get to talk shit, and they're like, "Man."
Right? Yeah, I like being the underdog more than the favorite because it's the favorite. Even if you win, it's like, well, so you were supposed to win. Where you when you're the underdog? It's like, yeah, good shit. You really did something.
It's on my head. No stress. I love my team, bro. The fans are cool. I don't have to worry about us being one of those stupid fan bases that like everybody hates. Like it just doesn't happen here, bro. It's all love for the H.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I feel that.
I despise Dallas, bro. I never go to that city. It's just the worst.
Go to the H, bro. Yeah, I've only been to Dallas once. I've been to Houston more. I always go see the Astros. Yeah, man. We need to go check out an Astros game like we had talked about.
You know what? Tickets on me, bro. If we meet up there, tickets are on me.
All right, bet. Yeah, we need to make that happen. Maybe if not this year, then next year.
Because this year,
there's not many games left this year. I mean, I'd be down probably. I could probably get a weekend off and drive up.
Yeah, man, we can do that. We can get it going. I'll let you know every time I'm in the H anyway. So that way,
for sure, brother.
Here, maybe we can, we'll link up on the border or something.
Right. Yeah, we can meet at a Buc-ee's, like we said. I think they got one on the board. They got them everywhere in Texas. So.
Dude, they're everywhere, but Texas is freaking huge, man. It's like there's stretches of time where like I'm driving and I don't pass a city for like an hour.
Yeah, dude, that state is like you got a lot of some real urban areas and other just like deserted, just no light, no.
It reminds me a lot of Louisiana when I have gone down that way. It's very woodlandy and marshy, and sometimes there's just nothing out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some of the swamps. It's always more dry land where we got all the wetlands, swamps. So yeah, it's just people. You can't live in the middle of the swamp. As you can, but you'll be fucking. Maybe the fucking total coon. It's just like I don't know, man. There's only so much you can do in the fucking swamp.
Hell yeah, exactly. There's not too much to do. There's so many Buc-ee's though. Now that you bring that up, it's hilarious. Like
you get the beaver nuggets, the fudge, the jerky. They got all kind of good shit over there.
Dude. Every time I drive up to Houston, I pass at least 2 or 3 Buc-ee's. So
yeah, for sure. But yeah, let's see if Bogey's ready to put a bow on this one. I think we about covered everything. So all right, then we got wait, what? Who is this? Warriors fan. He says, I'm in a draft and Alan Lazard went number 1. What kind of idiots are you drafting with?
Hey, bro,
he must be a troll. There's no way that's real.
You're going to win that league, bro. Just stay the course. Just stay the course. Let everybody make the dumb moves.
Yeah, 100%.
I've never heard that one. Alan Lazard number 1? Wow.
That's retarded.
Spencer, let them know everything that you got going. Let them plug the
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can go. Yeah, y'all can go check me out, bet.nola.com, where we got updated rankings. Gonna have prop projections. Gonna have my top prop play value plays this coming week, and we're doing 32 teams in 32 days. Well, a little more than 32 days, but we're previewing, all 32 teams. So we got we're 24 teams deep. We've got 8 more to go, I think. So we're really getting deep into those team previews. Our next team, I think, is the Bears. We're doing the NFC North this coming week. So, yeah, y'all can go check all that out at bet.nola.com, and I'll have another rankings update this coming week on the gram at Spencer the Guru.
Yeah, and
he got cut.
Nice.
Damn right we did.
If you want to share screen, some of them designs, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Show, because that's one thing we keep telling people
the neon peacock design.
Yeah, we haven't showed you. Show them something.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna share the screen.
And while you do that, it's neonpeacock.threadless.com. Like I mentioned earlier, you use the promo code HEY25. That's HEY25. That'll get you 25% off of your order. I think some things are excluded, but you can do that. That's 25% off of everything that's listed right now. I have some Spencer the Guru designs up there for you all to check out. I released a Broncos Country Let's Ride t-shirt with Russell Wilson on a Bronco. I got a bunch of Stranger Things stuff up there. There's that Russell Wilson one that I dropped.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. And my Guru Nation. Yeah.
Guru's Nation. I got a couple of Stranger Things up there. If you're not going to make any purchases, just hit the follow button up at the top there, and you can get emails and stuff like that for whenever I do have.
Yeah, let me do that. Let me do that right now then.
So you can go.
You know what?
Follow. Yeah,
I'm gonna show my daughter the Stranger Things thing.
I'll sign up after the show.
Yeah, that's cool. So I sent Bogard a Luigi and a new Neon Peacock design t-shirt. So I can scroll down. You can look at the new.
Yeah, Luigi. I got all these. I got the State Gold and the Neon Peacock ones. Yeah, I fuck with those, man. I got some. I got them in my closet right now.
I got some cool designs. I'm gonna throw down.
We hit all the markets, bro. Like the Who Dat. The Who Days, we should do designs on all of them, bro, because those will go. Like every fan base wants custom joints.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some real fantasy Playmakers joints coming up. I'm gonna actually have some other ones up. Like it'll have kind of like jersey style. I'll put a number up with the team. Kind of looks like a team jersey, but it's not gonna have all like the NFL copyright shit on there. But you can order a T-shirt with a number on it, or something like that, and I'll have some cool stuff going on. So I'm thinking about doing some of those, but. Definitely some real fantasy Playmakers merch coming up. I'll probably drop some of these designs that I've done before, like maybe the one that we've done that's sitting in the back there with the Ghostbusters and us on there, so we can kind of do for our merch. You guys want to check some of that stuff out?
Right? Where's the? Yeah, we need to do it with the. I was gonna pull this off the screen real quick to show let's see the.
So we can do some
that shit. Yeah, we need to put that shit on a shirt.
Yeah, that would be hard.
That'd be so hard. I got a lot of stuff in the works. So right now I got that promo going on. Hey, 25. Check that out so you can get 25% off your order. Hopefully that works. I haven't tested it out yet, but I did release that this morning or updated this morning. That way everybody who's watching today can find out about it and go check it out. Besides t-shirts though, there's a whole lot of other products. You click on the design, you can get coffee mugs, stickers, towels, throw pillows, rugs. I mean, you name it. I have a whole bunch of stuff on there. So be on the lookout for more fresh designs dropping all the damn time. I think I'm going to have a Mills Mafia one coming pretty soon. I want to do a training day, kind of clean up that design and throw that on a t-shirt. So we'll have some more stuff.
Oh yeah, the training day. Yeah, that one was good with Trey and Shanahan.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That was awesome.
I got some design concepts like in the background, just going to tweak them, make them look real good on the t-shirt. You guys can go ahead and grab that stuff if you feel like it. But definitely do so. The quality of the shirts are really good, prints really well. Same thing for all the other products on the site. So do me a favor, go check that out. And if you're not going to do anything like that or want to make a purchase, just go hit the follow, and that'll help me out a lot. And share the word with your friends.
Fuck yeah. And anything else, Bogey? Oh yeah.
You already know the earth is my turf. Take us home.
Wow. Hit him with the run pass option. I run shit or I shred from the pocket. I'm always shopping, I'm always copping, and always pray I'm falling like leaves an item. Hey, what could I say? I make plays every day. Catch me with a thick one, make her pay what she weigh. And then some. Welcome to my kingdom. Really in the field, never got my feet up. Go hard, push a hard line. Yeah, been around, peep the archives. Yeah, off top, it's a long grind. You don't need to watch to see that it's hard time. Yeah, I'm counting chips, finna take the chip. You counterfeits, better pay attention. I'm about a chick, catch me in my bag. Sunday to Sunday, we living that. We make plays every day, yeah.